3, 2, and 1, and we are live. That's right, guys, we are live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. We are here to watch what should be a great show tonight. I mean, on the heels of some big announcement from the WWE as well from John Cena. Thank you, Ricky, by the way, for sharing that announcement with me. John Cena is coming to India, it seems. He is going to be wrestling for the first time in his career across the ocean in India. He's wrestled in the UK before. He's wrestled in the US before. He's been to Australia. He's been to Saudi Arabia. He's never actually wrestled in the UK. Even though he's never actually wrestled in India. Even though he's been here before, he's never actually done the deed over here in India, which is going to change. I mean, September 8th, right here in India, John Cena is going to be here, so that's pretty big. Cena is coming. That's right. Good to see everybody. Welcome, True. I see you. Good to see you, True. Good to see you, Gary. Ricky, welcome. That's right. Run DMG, welcome. That's right. A great show based off of, well, let's see, True. Let's see. I'm hoping, being optimistic right now. That's it. But tonight we're going to be seeing Chad Gable versus Gunther. So who knows? Perhaps we're going to be seeing something big in that match. I mean, just trying to be optimistic right now. But yeah, we're going to be seeing Gunther versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. So that's got to be big, right? That's got to be big. And here we are. Good to see everybody. Tony, Ricky, great to see us. Cena still breaking barriers. Yeah, Cena is also going to be here on SmackDown next month, following his appearance in India. So he's still here. He's still around. He's still ruling Hollywood and still ruling the WWE. So let's see what he's going to be doing on SmackDown. It's an interesting timing. I mean, I would not have expected for him to come back right now after SummerSlam. He usually has no business being around. So I'm surprised and I wonder what he's going to be doing on SmackDown. Do you guys think he's going to start off a new feud perhaps with Gunther? I mean, if that was the thing, I would have expected for it to take place around, at least around Royal Rumble, if not WrestleMania. So a bit too early in my view, but we shall see. Always good to have Cena back. Great that there is India. That's right, Run DMG. That's right. But the thing is that the Indian show is not a pay-per-view. It's not a televised event. It's actually taking place on on Friday. And because of that, the SmackDown roster is not even going to be here. It's only going to be the Raw roster. So we shall see. Tony, it's good to see you. And here we are. It's good to see Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn coming out now. Hot. That's right. Gary says, I've been hearing today that Cody Rhodes and John Cena may have a match. I'm all in. I'm all in for that, too. Talk about all in. We are all in for that. But that's right. All in week here, guys. AEW gonna be breaking records, shattering records, making history with All In the UK this weekend. It is officially All In week. That's right. Here's Canada's own Sami Zayn. Of course, he is here kicking off the show. Sami Zayn. The thing I don't like about this whole thing right now is the 2 titles around his waist. Why is the WWE so biased against the tag team championship? I mean, every other title gets a revamp of some sort, but now the tag team titles, you talk about the Intercontinental title, the United States Championship, the WWE World title, the Unified Universal World, whatever you call that title. You even talk about the NXT titles or the women's titles. All the titles got revamped at some point, except for these poor pennies that is the tag team championships. For some reason, will not get revamped. That's right. And how big? So the venue over here is not big. I mean, it can hold about 5,000 to 500 people in the building. However, they're only selling 3,500 seats, out of which, I last checked. And to me, it seems like they have reserved some seats. So out of the 3,500 also, you have a limited amount of seats that are actually up for sale. And now the latest development is that the most expensive seats, are sold out. Yeah, the seats before that are also sold out. The cheaper seats are still available now. Earlier, the cheaper seats were sold out, but they've opened up some new ones now, so you've got cheaper seats available, but the most expensive ones are sold out or they are reserved. So that's the situation right now. 3,500 is the capacity as we speak at the moment in India. So that's that. Resident Evil AMC, we're live Raw. That's right. Good to see ya. Hope everything is good and well down there in Raccoon City. Good to see you, Resident Evil. AJ, oh wow, Ricky says, I'm alive after Hurricane Hillary hit here in LA the past 24 hours ago in California. Was not a bad hurricane. That's sweet, Ricky, my brother. I'm glad to see you doing well. Hurricanes are never fun. They're never fun. I'm glad you're okay. Maybe they are not ready to change them. Yeah, perhaps. I mean, who knows what's going on in their mind, right? It's a house show. Yeah, it's a house show. It's a house show. Yeah, it's a house show. That's true. But they're calling it, I don't think they've ever called a house show Superstar Spectacle, except for this one. This one's different. That's right. Andy, good to see you. Welcome. That's right. Street Profits needs to put Owens and Zayn on the notice. They should. Yeah, it seems like Kevin Owens is going to be back. I heard some chirp that he's been cleared. So perhaps he'll be back too. We shall see, but Sami Zayn here getting some love from the fans. Yep, lots of it. You're right, Tony. Sami's feeling it. This is perhaps the biggest pop that he's received ever since the whole Bloodline thing got over for him. Sami Zayn in the center stage, and he's being pampered by the Canadian fans. That's what's happening right now. Andy, I hope you're feeling well. You feeling better? I see Dodger Stadium flooded. Not good. That's crazy. That is insane. Gotta look that up. Dodger Stadium. Wow, that is insane, guys. Looking at it right now, look at this. The Dodger Stadium flooded. The hurricane was no joke. Ricky, I'm glad that you're okay. That's insane. Wow. Prayers to everybody affected. Bizarro Canada. Wow. Ron says Bizarro Canada. Well, they're giving a lot of love to Sami Zayn, their hometown hero. I'll tell you what, this is where India lacks a little bit. Last time the Jinder Mahal came over here to India, I tell you what, guys, Jinder Mahal was booed. That's like the craziest thing ever, right? They thought, okay, we're gonna book Jinder Mahal, we're gonna give him this massive push with the WWE title, and when he goes to India, he's gonna be loved by the fans. He was booed. And Triple H was cheered, the guy who was wrestling him. And the whole thing ended up with Jinder Mahal touching Triple H's feet. What the hell? Like, come on. So at least I'm glad to see Sami Zayn getting some love from his hometown. That's great. And not everybody gets that. Jinder Mahal knows that a bit too well. Good to see you, my brother Jonathan. Much love to you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. That's right. Wow. Sami fired up right now. Wow. Definitely fired up right now. Ricky says, yep, the Dodger Stadium was flooded. And Andy says, I'm feeling good. AJ, how's your headache? It's gone, brother. It's gone. It's gone. I'm feeling much better now. Thank you for that. Oh, should have seen it coming. Poor Sami Zayn barely got to talk. But here we are now with the Judgment Day coming out. That's right. The Judgment Day is here. Michael Cole's not happy. He says, you cannot, these losers, spoiling the home party for Sami Zayn. Cole is offended, personally offended by the Judgment Day coming out now. That's crazy. That's right. The Judgment Day are here, guys. The lights go out every single time these guys come up. And Roddy says, ain't nobody popping for Jinder. Nobody, not even his hometown, right? That's crazy. Nothing but sun here in Inglewood, says Jonathan. That's lovely, brother. That is great. And here comes the House of Purple. You're right, Tony. Purple indeed. Ricky here says, sorry, everybody, AJ did not watch Impact Wrestling. Did anybody watch Impact Wrestling last night? Let me know if you enjoyed the show. The Multiverse show took place last night. Let me know if anybody watched it. And please not down. Oh my goodness. Run the MG. Keeping my fingers crossed. Hopefully not happening. Is that French? Seems like it. The place popped. Yeah. That was definitely French. And I'm getting two very different opinions right here. True says Multiverse show was good. Jonathan says, yes, it was very boring. Thank you, guys. I like that. Oh, whoa. Saw it coming from a mile away, guys. It is here. Kevin Owens is here. He's finally back. Did hear some chirp that he's cleared, and yes, he is. KO is here. It's time to fight Owen fight, because Kevin Owens is here for the equalizing. He's going after Dominic. And Rodney says, please not Zayn versus Dominic. Seems like it's got to be instead a tag team. We're going to be seeing Finn Balor and Dominic versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So, kind of what... kind of better than Zayn versus Dominic only, right? And here we are now with the stunners and whatnot. Kevin Owens is indeed back, folks. He is indeed back. There you are. And Zayn cannot control his excitement. He looks even more excited than the fans out there. There you are. Andrew Nautic, my brother. Good to see ya. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Wow. Explosive start to the show, without a doubt. Explosive start. Yes, Ricky, yes, definitely gotta be the studio for All In, brother. Definitely gotta be here. Looks like Kevin Owens has something to say, something to get off his chest. Welcome Owens chant echoing across the place. And Jonathan says, breaking news, Edge is considering an OnlyFans account. You know the website's gonna crash if Edge joins OnlyFans. Fun fact, guys, did you know that Enzo Amore also has an OnlyFans? Yes, he does. Over there, he teaches wrestling. Yeah. So if you want to learn some pro wrestling, join Enzo Amore's OnlyFans. It's happening, Run DMG. We're getting a tag team. We're getting a tag team. Some more French. Come on, these Canadians cannot stop talking in their damn French. This is a global audience that you're talking about. Come on with the French. But let's see what else do we have here. Just kidding. I think Ed signs to AEW. So apparently he is indeed going to be signing with AEW. The rumors out there, first when this guy was talking about wrestling his last match on the contract, I just for fun was saying, all right, he's going to go all in. Even though I did not really believe it, I thought, okay, he's probably going to re-sign with the company itself. But just for the laughs, I said, okay, he's definitely going to go all in. Deep down, I thought that it could be a possibility. But now I'm really surprised to see, all these reports out there in the dirt sheets talking about how backstage the WWE feels that he's going to go to AEW, and how backstage people in AEW feel that he's going to join AEW Wrestling. So that's something. That's something definitely big. Would you like to see Edge in AEW, guys? Let me know. And Enjo teaches wrestling. Yes, he teaches wrestling on OnlyFans. Something you'd expect for him to do, right? Enzo made a special appearance for NJPW. God bless NJPW. I see Enzo. Enzo will be in NJPW, says Andrew. That's great. All in pre-show starts 11 a.m. for me, says my brother Andrew. With my brother True. Sorry. Thank you for that, True. Let's see. New Day coming out now. There you go. And New Day are going to be wrestling a big match too tonight, right? Got a big match. Of course, Big E is nowhere, near a return yet. We still don't know what the future holds for Big E. But wishing him the best and hoping to see him back in the ranks sometime soon. Health comes first. But here we are. We're going to get a big match later on tonight after the commercial break. It's going to be Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle versus the New Day. And Matt Riddle just starts teaming up with anybody, right? Doesn't matter who. He'll just team up with you just to be on TV. That's Matt Riddle for you guys. So he's going to be here teaming up later on after the commercial break with Drew McIntyre. Adam Copeland at Arthur Ashe Stadium possibly. So apparently, that's going to be big. But it's a shame. It would have been great to see him at Wembley Stadium for All In, but he's still under contract with WWE until the end of September, so he cannot really make an appearance at All In. But it would have been big if that were to happen. It would have been big. Anyways, Andy X asked a question about the timing for AEW. So let's take a look at the international time for AEW here. And we see it right here, guys. What time does AEW All In 2023 start? It's going to begin at 6 p.m. UK, so 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Pacific. That's when the show's going to begin, and I believe 10 p.m. This is for the pre-show. The main show is going to be beginning, I believe, an hour later, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. It says the show is expected to last 4 hours. So once again, guys, 6 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. Eastern, and 10 a.m. Pacific is when the show is going to begin. That's what's going to be happening. Of course, the show is not cheap. It comes at a sweet price tag. UK, look at the price tags here. How much is it for in the US, though? Let's take a look. Wait, does it not say? Doesn't really say. UK, Canada. Well, Canada is $49.99, so I believe. Must be the same price. Oh, there you are. Also, as a pay-per-view via DirecTV, globally fans can also watch via Fight. That's that. Cool. So, once again, guys, the timing for All In, 6 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And how much is it going to be for me? 1 second. 10 a.m. Pacific. All right, so 10:30 p.m. for me. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Once again, good to see everybody. And what do we have here? Ricky says, for me, All In the pre-show. Oh, well, look at that. We're talking about AEW, and the Tron behind me automatically changes to AEW. That's funny. But Ricky says, for me, All In pre-show is going to start at 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, that's sweet, brother. That's sweet. That's better than like 2 o'clock or 5:30 in the morning, You're still okay. You're still good, Ricky. And let's see. You're not getting any sympathy from me for having to wake up at 9 in the morning to watch some wrestling. I'm not going to sympathize with you on that. And good to see everybody. Good to see Miss Carr Rundy, who says, Riddle Ultimate Cocktails right now. That's right. This guy will just jump on board, hop on top of you, just to be on TV, just for the 5 minutes of fame. He'll ride with anybody. That's it. 1 p.m. EST is the start of the main show, says True. There you go. Thanks for that, brother. So 12 p.m. is when the pre-show is going to begin. Matt Riddle does not do his own booking. That's right. Yeah, Gary. I know. I just love to hate on Riddle. You know that, Gary. You know that. My cable is charging $49.99, says Gary. I see. Well, over here, it's free. We don't pay anything. It's free. So, yeah, I'll tell you what, guys, this is like the biggest hack ever. If you guys can get yourself like a VPN or something, sign up for Discovery Plus in India. Literally, you're going to have to pay $4 a year, and you get all AEW pay-per-views for free. You get all the weekly shows for free, and that's it. Just $4 a year, and that's what Discovery Plus in India gives you. I'm not even kidding, guys. $4 a year. That's that. Yep. And let's see, I'm surprised Tony Khan did not suspend Cash Vela. Well, when the news was out there that Cash Vela was arrested, that stuff was going on, that he was in legal trouble, AEW put out a statement saying that we're, closely inspecting the situation, and Cash Wheeler is cooperating with the authorities, so we shall see what happens. But, once he was released on the bond, and he was basically still not accountable for anything, still not proven guilty, so, that's why he's being booked. That's that. I mean, I believe All In is too big of a show for them, to pull Cash Wheeler out of. It's too much that's at stake right now, so that's why probably Tony Khan did not do anything about it. But let's see, Tony says, happy 3rd and 3 days anniversary to the best friends of Damage Control's Bailey and her best friend, Absolute Ricky Starks. Wow, I like that. Okay, Tony. 3rd, so it means 3rd and 3 days. Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice, Tony. Thanks for sharing that. And Ricky says, I hate Matt Riddle. My brother, thanks for that. Appreciate you. And Drew says, 12 noon and 1 p.m. Andy. Thanks for that, Drew. Thank you for that. No word from TNT Sports. Bummer, says Tony. Yeah, I believe they're not going to make a big deal out of, the whole Cash Feeder stuff. It's just going to, sink in, and that's about it. And Tony Khan should have put Wembley Stadium show on TNT or TBS. Too greedy. I mean, brother, they want to break pay-per-view records, right? It's a pay-per-view, so they want to make money off it. They must be spending a fortune to go to Wembley, so they're probably going to make a big money out of it, right? They want to break records, shatter WrestleMania records, and, pay-per-view buy records too. I'm pretty sure that they will get close to that. Clayton, good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday night to you. Were there any details released about the Wheeler situation? Well, yes, some details were indeed released about the situation. The latest that I heard was that he was released on a $2,500 bond. He was asked to turn in all of his weapons within the 12 hours of his release from prison. And that was the latest that I heard about, his release. But let's see if we can find anything else. We'll talk about it during the next commercial break. But right now we are actually here with the match back from the commercial break. We've got Xavier Woods here fighting Matt Riddle. Xavier looking good. Love the braids. Really, this guy reminds me, the more I see him, the more he reminds me these days of JTG. With the braids, I think the only thing that really sets him apart from JTG is the beard. He doesn't have a sexy as hell beard like JTG does. Well, let's see. WWE needs Randy Orton back, says Chris. Chris, good to see you. Welcome. And I do agree with that. I miss Randy Orton too. It would be great to see Orton back. Indeed, brother. Indeed, it would be fantastic. But let me turn up the colors a little bit in the back. Yeah, this is better. This is better. All right. Clay, this is Hey Ricky. Hello, everybody. I thought they were saying about the reactions WrestleMania 40 being sold out. I believe WrestleMania 40, it did break records as well. It definitely started selling seats a lot quicker than any WrestleMania did in the past. But again, that's across 2 shows, not one show like All In. That was 2 shows, in combination. That set the record, not a single show. So still, it broke records, but did not break All In records per se. That's that. Thank you, Clayton. I really, 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 really appreciate the very generous donation. Thank you for that. Thank you for the love. I really appreciate that. And did you get my email from your website? I did not get an email from you, brother. I did not. I will check it again, but if there's anything that you'd like to mention, if you'd like to talk about, you can always reach out to me via Instagram. My Instagram is Wrestling News, or you can also reach out to me via Twitter. That is also Wrestling News. I look forward to hearing from you, Clayton. Thank you once again for the very generous donation. I really appreciate that. Woods is going to go for the Rick James look. That's right, the Rick James look. Actually, let me pull it up right now, just for reference. That is hilarious. Yes, that is indeed what he's going to do. Actually, I would like that. I don't even know if that's something that's real. That's something he's actually considering. But I would not be opposed to that at all. Look at this. This would be fantastic. And it would look pretty good on Woods as well. Pretty badass. Came out with the same bright red jacket, the same necklace, the same look, the same mustache. Yeah, I would totally be in for it. Why not? I would like that. And let's see, what else do we have? That was insane. Darby Allin coffin drops out of the ring. Yes, Darby Allin is a crazy lunatic. Still to come, non-title match, Candice LeRae versus Rhea Ripley. I think we should all, be, I guess, grateful that Rhea Ripley is actually wrestling tonight and that Candice LeRae is also wrestling tonight. That is something to be grateful for. We don't always see something like that, right? It's like once in a while that we get to see Rhea Ripley actually competing on Raw. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And let's see, Tony Khan probably doesn't care, says Truitt. What is that about? What is that about? Is it about the whole Cash Wheeler stuff? Because I think so too. I think that as long he's not, being held accountable or it's a big offense that he's being punished for, I don't think that he cares. Yeah, we have seen, I mean, I really don't think that he's going to get punished for it, And the fact that he's released on bond, probably will be proven not guilty in court and he'll be good to go. There'll be nothing happening after that. It'll be the end of it. Let's see. All right, sure, Clayton. My email is corporate@wrestlingnews.com. You can absolutely reach out to me over there as well. And let's see, Clayton says, my brother is in St. Louis, felt like 116 degrees today, so it's hot. Yeah, it's hot. And Tony says, Mamma Mia, I'm changing channel. New Day rocks. Oh, wow. Okay, I've not heard that in a while. Woods has done it before. Yes, brother, he has. I remember that. Nicholas, good to see ya. And he says, what's up, AJ? Enjoying the Riddle match, I see. Absolutely loving it, brother. Absolutely loving it. I cannot believe that you come out here and make fun of me because of the Riddle match that's going on right now. Riddle gets on my nerves. You know that very well. I hate him so much. Tony says, what do Ricky Starks and Bayley have in common? Answer, absolute control. Wow. That's sweet. That's sweet. I have no idea how to even respond to that, Tony. Andy says, Hobbs should leave AEW, come to WWE, join the New Day. Wow. So I see what you mean. Andy says that Powerhouse Hobbs should leave AEW, come over to the WWE and join the New Day. So basically, act as a replacement to Big E. That's crazy, Andy. That's crazy. Can you imagine, guys, something like that actually happening and Hobbs trying to fit in, becoming the new Big E, only for Big E to come back and him feeling absolutely betrayed by Xavier, by Kofi, for replacing him with Powerhouse Hobbs, and then Hobbs trying to be friends with Big E, leading up to a big WrestleMania match between Big E and Hobbs for the identity of Big E, for his place in the New Day. Something like that. It would be absolutely crazy, Andy. It would be insane, I mean, I came up with the storyline for that in like a second. It would be nice. It would be nice to see that. Hobbs would not want to do that, that's true. I agree. It would be hard to imagine Hobbs actually leaving behind all the badass stuff and, coming out here wearing rainbow-colored clothes and acting goofy and dancing like that and doing stuff that Big E used to do, with the whole twerking whatnot. It would be weird it's actually weird even to imagine Hobbs twerking on camera. I do not want to imagine that. I do not want to imagine that. Clayton says, AJ, you should be a WWE writer. I know, right? I agree with that. I should be. And Andy says, I really like Ricky Starks being a manager, says Andy. I see. I like Ricky Starks doing whatever he wants to do. He can do whatever the hell that he wants to do because he's great at it. He's great. He's got absolute control, as Tony said. And right here, we're back from the commercial break, and Matt Riddle is still in the ring, and so is Xavier Woods. We had somebody in the chat, Byron, I believe. Good to see you, Byron. Not sure what you typed, but good to see you. AEW wrestlers like WWE because they only wrestle one day a week most. Easy money. And, talk about that. I'll tell you, Impact Wrestling, right? A lot of people say that, okay, why did this person go to Impact? Why did he sign with Impact Wrestling? One of the reasons why people like to go to Impact Wrestling is because if you're a big enough name, they'll pay you very decent money, but they will not have you work as hard or nearly as hard as the WWE does or even AEW does. I know for Impact Wrestling, they only tape at like one location only every single week, so they don't travel. That's one plus. And on top of that, they pay you a lot of money, and you only have to come in for tapings Thursday, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Well, it depends. It depends actually, day to day, week to week. But you only have to come in for the tapings once a week or maybe twice a week. If it's a busy week, maybe 3 times. But that's about it. and you're good to go for the rest of the week. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people like and prefer to work with Impact, because it's an easier work schedule, not too heavy on them. And that's that. Yeah. And let's see, that's false. Most AEW talents still work indie dates. That's right. True. You're right about that. Yep. AEW talents, they work hard. I mean, you look at a lot of these people, but even Impact Wrestling talent, it's onto the talent itself. Whatever they want to do, whatever dates they want to work. Talk about somebody like Masha Slamovich, right? She is an Impact Wrestling star, a pretty big star out there, but also works independent shows. You'll see her bleeding at every GCW show. You'll see her really working hard on a random independent show. Masha is like one of the hardest workers that Impact Wrestling has. So to that note, just like True mentioned, AEW stars, if they would like to, they can work independent days, and so can Impact Wrestling stars. That's very true. That is right. Yeah, and talk about it. True says Masha worked GCW last night. It's absolutely true. And here we oh my goodness, look at that. Okay. Matt Riddle with the very sloppy superplex. Okay, Riddle. One move a night is not going to make you a star. And Drew McIntyre is losing his crap right now. He cannot wait to be tagged in. I cannot wait for Matt Riddle to tag in Drew McIntyre either, so we can be done with Riddle on camera. Slut Sports, good to see ya. Welcome. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, Slut Sports. It's good to see ya. Good to see ya. And let's see what else do we have here. You know, Gail Kim is an example of somebody who wanted to work a lighter schedule. When she heard that Impact was coming to Vegas, right, to tape permanently, she reached out to Impact Wrestling herself, and you know, if her things worked out, and now she's with Impact. She doesn't work independent shows mostly. She doesn't make any appearances otherwise. She only works in Impact Wrestling, and that's because she likes to work a lighter schedule, an easier schedule. So, perfect example right here. And once again, good to see everybody. And here we are, guys. Good to see that. Kofi Kingston. Oh my gosh, okay. Cry me a river, Viking Raiders come out here. We go from Matt Riddle over to the Viking Raiders. Viking Raiders boring, but still not as bad as Riddle. I'll take that. I'll take them over Riddle any time of the day. Alright, Hobbs should be working the indie. I agree with that, says Run DMG. Heel turn coming. Or maybe not Viking Raiders, that's right. The Viking Raiders will not let anybody turn heel on their watch. Okay, and Drew McIntyre coming in here with the save, taking out Viking Raiders. Boot to the face of McIntyre. Was McIntyre even tagged in once? And Spine Buster here from Drew McIntyre. That was pretty sweet. That was a good Spine Buster. Don't care what you guys agree with. Says True. Okay, what is that about? That's a true statement, AJ, says Clayton. Thanks for that. You think Hobbs, Miro, Cesaro work indie contract? Too much to work indie, says Run DMG. Yeah, it's on them. It's on them. If they like to work indie, they can work indie. If they're not, they wouldn't, you know. And Tony says, breaking news, Drew McIntyre is all out on the Viking Raiders. That's right. Yeah. Finally got to get physical in the ring with the Viking Raiders post-match. So that was that. But let's see. Impact has very short travel places. They record their 3 to 4 per day. That's right, Andy. Absolutely. Yep. And that's the pro for working with Impact Wrestling. Okay. What do you guys think about this lady, Jackie Redmond, right? Jackie Raymond. What do you feel about her and her work in the company so far? I feel like she's doing a fine work. Yeah, pretty confident, good on camera, easy on the eyes, good on the microphone. I think Jackie is doing a good job. I feel like she also is kind of growing popular within the fan base over the weeks. Good for her.
Jackie, I know what you're up to, all right? You're trying to stir the pot here, okay? I'm not having it. Last week, the judgment they laid out, Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes, because of JD. So I could name, if any.
I'm sorry. We have to talk about who's facing Kevin and Sami.
Okay. That's sweet. It's good that Rhea Ripley is setting boundaries for the Judgment Day, right? She said, all right, we got to talk about who's going to be fighting those two in the tag team match. But then she stops this guy, JD McDonough, from attending their personal, private Judgment Day meeting. You got to set boundaries. Of course, you've got to set boundaries. Clay, it's good to see you. Welcome. So, guys, I so far, out of all the stuff that was advertised for tonight's show, of course, this is a big match that's still to come. It's going to be Chad Gable versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. I'm excited about this match, very much so. This match we just got done with. I'm so glad it's over. And then we've got a promo still to come between Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura. And that's about it. These are the only three things that were actually advertised for tonight's show. So we shall see what happens up next. Take a look at the comments now. Clayton says, she's hot. She used to be on the network, the NHL network. I see. Okay, Ricky says, like James says, AJ, yummy, yummy. Okay, all right. Ricky also is happy with Jackie. I see you guys. She definitely is over, right? She definitely is over. But Clayton says, indies are super important for wrestlers. It's how they practice, get their names out there, and even make a living. It's not irrelevant. And you're totally right about that. Independents, especially right now, are more important than ever. I'll just take an example, right? Booker T, he recently made an appearance for PCW Ultra about a few months ago, right? Did not need to. He's a Hall of Famer, right? 2 times Hall of Famer. He's a 5-time World Champion. Booker T did not need to make an appearance for PCW Ultra, but he did. Why? Because he wants to grow popular amongst the local community over there, right? Because he wants to grow over there. He wants to promote his own promotion over there. You know, he wants to put the good word out there. So that's why it's important. It's one way to network with the promoters, with the fans, be in the good books with everybody. And that's what you do as a promoter, as a wrestler. You have to make connections, and independent is a great way to do it. And that's why you see AEW wrestlers, you know, working indies. You saw Chris Jericho and the Jericho Appreciation Society also working an independent show not too long ago. So they do that, you know, to network, to build good relationships, and to open doors and opportunities in the future, and also to make a name for yourselves. Talk about Shane Swerve Strickland. You know, he started this whole whose house it is, this Swerve's house. He started this also at PCW Ultra. That's where he got the first reaction. He realized it was super over, and it became a thing. So indies are important, especially if you're not signed, or even if you're signed. It's important. Absolutely. You cannot. I mean, the business would not be the same without the independence. That's for certain. AJ, you think? Do you think MJF will have a reunion with Rich Holiday and Alex Hammerstone Sunday night? It's a tough question. I don't know. Well, actually, no. I would say no. I don't think so. What do you think, Andy? Do you think so? Anybody else expects Alexander Hammerstone and Richard Holiday to be there on Sunday night? I don't see it happening. But let me know, guys. They can have whatever schedule they agreed to. Absolutely true. That's right. She's hot. She used to be on the network. That's right, Ricky. That's right, Clayton. Who is that? Says true, brother. I was talking about the lady, Jackie Raymond. You know, who's the backstage interviewer these days. Pretty sweet. AJ, Clayton says, "What's up, AJ? I want to meet Bailey. Acknowledge me." Of course, Clay, you want to meet Bailey. Good to see you, Clay. Welcome. The old days wrestlers gets over 200 matches a year. These dudes ain't doing that. And you know, it's funny you mentioned old days, because I was just, you know, going through championship reigns and whatnot, and then it hit me that Jake the Snake Roberts, actually, back in the day, back when he was in his prime, or in his entire career, you know, actually, he never held a WWE title officially. He never became a champion in the WWF or WWE. That's crazy. Jake Roberts, you know, and Andy and I were talking about it a few hours ago also in the comments. Jake Roberts today, in today's world, would easily be like a 15-time world champion. But back in the day, you know, he worked hard. He was at the very top, of course, as we know, Jake the Snake, but never won a world championship. So the days have changed, times have changed, the way things work have changed, the way you get titles have changed. You know, nowadays, a guy like Matt Riddle can hold championships, you know, talk about it. And let's see. Tony says the submission magicians. Okay, Boogs should get back with Nakamura. The guitar was lit. I did not like it. I cannot agree with that. I felt like Boogs was single-handedly responsible for the downfall of Nakamura. Even though the guitar was lit and they were having fun, that's all sweet and good, but I felt like Nakamura is better than dancing with Boogs. You know, he's better than that. Boogs can find another partner for himself, but Nakamura should not be the one. That I felt was just like a Titanic that I was watching sinking every single week with Boogs and Nakamura. And I hated, absolutely I hated it whenever Pat McAfee used to dance when those two came out, as if he was promoting it or even encouraging them, further to do it more and more. It was terrible. It was terrible. Ultimate Warrior ruined Jake Title's opportunity. That's right, true. Yep, gotta give credit where it's due, right?
Chad Gable, who a couple of weeks ago won the fatal four-way match to become the number one contender for Gunther's Intercontinental Championship.
Are we getting this match right now? Up next, we sure did chat several hours ago, AJ. That's right, Andy. Always lovely chatting with you. And Damien was his belt. I met Jake the Snake a few weeks ago also, says Clayton. That's sweet. That's awesome. Where did you meet him? Was it at a was it like a signing and autograph convention? Something like that? Bianca Belair's on fire with 3 commercials, Snickers, Slim Jim, and Cricket, and also Fortnite. Now you can play as Bianca Belair on Fortnite. So that's that. She's been promoting that as well on social media these days. She definitely is on fire, brother. I'm just gonna base on how many times AEW times are wrestling a year is not a lot of matches for the money they make. My opinion says Run DMG. I get that. Yeah, I get that, brother. But, on that note, I would just say good for them. If they can make more money and wrestle less, it's good for them, right? They're winning at life.
Chad Gable thinks that time is my enemy. But indeed, time is my friend. Because with every day passing, I keep building.
I like that. So Gunther here, straight and clear with his, wait a second. Maxine is looking good, guys. What's different about her tonight? She looks different, right? She looks different. She looks good. What is up with Maxine tonight? And let's see, they need to figure out the announce situation here. Michael Cole twice a week is nauseating. You're right, True. You're right about that.
World Tag Team Champions together.
Oh yeah! But tonight,
Does anybody else find it quite interesting that Chad Gable and Maxine, they are wearing matching outfits, but Otis is like the odd one out in this trio? Something tells me that, guys, that Maxine came to the Alpha Academy because of Otis, but she stayed here because of Chad Gable, if you know what I mean. Look at these two. Even the trunks are matching. Yeah. Definitely something going on right here. But yeah, Clayton got some love for Maxine. Ricky with the big old eyes. That's right, Sujit Carr. Good to see you, Miss Carr. Welcome. Maxine could be turning heel tonight, says Andy. Oh my goodness, I'm not ready for that. I am not ready for that, guys. No. Maxine better not turn heel tonight or ever on these two. They're gonna be so heartbroken. It should not happen. But with that being said, guys, thank you. It's time for the Alpha Academy and for Chad Gable and his big match coming up tonight. That's right. Chad Gable coming out here by himself, like a real man coming to fight his own wars. Chad Gable, thank you, is here, and he's going to be wrestling up next. Otis is wearing the same color he just had his shirt on. That's good. He better be wearing the same colors. Maxine, she is hot, but Mandy is more hot. Ricky always stays true and stays loyal to Mandy Rose. I appreciate that, Ricky. I appreciate that a lot. Otis is joining the Imperium. If he joins the Imperium, he's gonna lose weight. I'm pretty sure about that. It's something with the Imperium. I was looking at a picture. I sent that picture also to True and the boys a few hours ago. That picture was like showing the transformation of the Imperium from 2019 till now, and we talk a lot about Gunther losing weight. Take a look at all three of them, Vinci and Ludwig. All three of them have lost so much weight that is absolutely crazy. Yeah, So if Otis also joins the Imperium, the guy is definitely going to be losing weight. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. And let's see. Let's see what else do we have here. Gary says, if Edge goes to AEW, he will be going for one reason, that's to have one last run with Christian. Absolutely. If he goes over to AEW, you know that run with Christian is definitely happening, brother. No doubt about it. Now, let's see. Clayton says, BRB guys. All right, my brother. We're going to be waiting for you. Thank you, Surjit Kaur. Thank you. I really appreciate your kind comments. I'm glad you like the setup. Thank you for that. And let's see, Maxine is hotter than Mandy. Tony here with some counter. He says, no way, Maxine is way hotter. I appreciate that. Gable versus Gunther should be a banger, says Run DMG. Yep, absolutely, brother. It should be good. It should be great. Why is Gable getting a title match a week before the pay-per-view? So Payback takes place on September 2nd. I wonder. I actually wonder. That's a good question. They could have easily saved this match for Payback, right? Why are they giving it tonight? There's got to be a reason. Either Gunther is going to find a new opponent until Payback, or he's not going to wrestle there at all. I wonder. It's a very good question. Are they going to be able to find a new opponent for Gunther by Payback in 2 weeks? That's a very good question. True. Great question. The amount of commercial breaks is crazy. I would happily watch commercials over Match Riddle Wrestling. Nicholas, take that. All right. WWE stock over $100 a share. Yeah, they are getting expensive now. Definitely are. I still remember, guys, like a few years ago, it was like $45, $40, and they kept falling. And look at them now. The stocks are all-time high, especially after the end of her deal. Really high. Tiffany's the future, says Run DMG. Definitely can see her, being one of the biggest stars out there. But I also thought the same about Mandy Rose and the entire faction that she had going on in NXT. So who knows? Time will tell if Tiffany can actually make it, brother. If she can actually make it to the main roster and get over and not get in trouble. So we shall see. Time will tell. I got a feeling this match is going to be a squash, Gary says. Gary, I hope not. Actually, I'll take a squash over a heel turn for Maxine. I really hope and pray that Maxine does not turn heel, because I'm not sure if my boys, the Alpha Academy, will be able to take it. I think they'll be left heartbroken. I don't want their hearts to break. I do not. And Gunther is Honky Tonk Man. Yeah, it would be nice, brother. Yeah, would be great. Let's see. What else do we have here? And Andy agrees with Rundy when he says that Tiffany is going to be the future. Andy agrees with that comment. And here we are, guys. Fox Sports, once again, they are reminding us that Fox Sports reported earlier today that John Cena is going to be here. He's going to be here September 1st for SmackDown. So he's going to be here September 1 for SmackDown. And then he's going to be flying down to India September 8 for the Indian show. So we shall see what happens. It's quite interesting to me, the fact that he's going to be appearing on SmackDown, but when he comes down to India, the SmackDown roster is not traveling to India. So when he comes down here, he's most likely going to be wrestling a Raw star, because SmackDown's roster is not traveling here. That's why you don't have guys like Roman Reigns and stuff over here. Instead, you have the Raw roster. So I wonder what kind of a feud is he going to be entering on Friday night. We shall see. Waller Effect John Cena would be nice, Run DMG, but again, he's returning on SmackDown, not Raw. Waller is on Raw, not SmackDown. So unless we're going to be seeing like we're going to neglect the draft and have Gunther show up on SmackDown, that's not happening. But here we are now. Speak of the devil, and he is here. Gunther coming out, looking good. That's right. Whoa. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. I just kicked it. Gary says, I heard John Cena had to get an okay from the Actors Screen Guild. I'm not surprised. He's a pretty hot commodity right now in Hollywood. Tony says, I'm so out of touch these days when Michael Cole said Viking Raiders. I thought he said Minnesota Vikings, and I started looking for a football player. I need a drink and a nap. Raw. Brandy. I love that, Tony. I love that. It's so funny. Oh, Brandy Rhodes said that. I see. Yeah. Definitely is out of touch. It's, wow. Definitely is out of touch. But it's pretty cool of her. Pretty cool to write that. I think it also kind of shows how the Viking Raiders are not over at all. Nobody knows them. You know, even your own wrestlers, even your own wrestlers' family, they don't know who the Viking Raiders are. It's a sad state. I mean, if you're watching a wrestling show and if you hear names like John, you already instantly know John Cena. If you hear Kevin, you already know they're talking about Kevin. Similarly, if you hear Viking and you're watching a wrestling show, the first thought that comes to your mind should be the Viking Raiders. But instead, the fact that Brandy started thinking about Minnesota Viking Raiders, it is clear that Viking Raiders, they're not over. That's for sure. And good to see you, Clayton. Oh, the lights are okay. I mean, Gunther was making his entrance. That's why, you know, the lights went out. The spotlight was only on Gunther when he makes his way out. That's it. And let's see, Cena other movie is gonna go to Hulu, says Andy. That's sweet. Good for him. And Clayton says Gunther is not losing. Absolutely. It's sad, but it's true. Gunther is not dropping those titles tonight. That title tonight. No, he's not. Brandy is so funny, says Tony. That's right. I've had a little exchange with Brandy Rhodes before. Let's see. And here we are now. Gunther lifting of Chad Gable with no efforts, just like that, with one arm. He lifts up Chad Gable and plants him down on the mat. Chad Gable's not winning. Still holding on to the arm of Chad Gable here with the upper hand, Gunther. So guys, I recorded an interview recently for NWA 75 with Colby Carino, the son of Steve Carino, who is currently working as a WWE producer, a trainer at NXT. Steve Carino, former ECW AWA World Champion. And of course, Colby Carino, his son, is currently with the NWA. Recorded an interview with him before he's going to be fighting Ricky Morton for the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship at NWA 75. I recorded that interview, and it's going to be out this week. It's so funny because just before the interview was about to begin, like 5 minutes before that, the lights went out, the power went out, and I was like, okay, we're done. I'm not going to be able to, record the interview, but of course the lights came back on in like a couple minutes. And we were able to record the interview successfully, so that was great. But the funny part about the interview was that, because I was a little bit taken aback by the whole power situation, we rushed into the interview, we rushed into the recording, so we got in there, and only after a minute of recording the interview, it hit me that I forgot to put on my sunglasses. And I was like, what do I do now? Should I tell him to stop and we start it again? Or should we just keep going with the flow? And I was like, all right, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to keep going with the flow. So you're going to be seeing the first ever interview now, with me, without the sunglasses on. So, yeah. Just giving you a little bit of a disclaimer, guys. You're going to be seeing me without sunglasses in that interview. AJ, what would you think if Shelton Benjamin was to join the Alpha Academy? I'd be open to that, brother. I mean, okay, push Shelton Benjamin. Push him. This guy needs a push. He needs one more run. Maybe actually, I will take that back. Not join the Alpha Academy. If he joins the Alpha Academy, it probably means that he's not going to win any titles. I'd like to see him have one championship run. Let it be a U.S. title run. Actually, let it be a U.S. title run. I would like to see that. One United States championship run for Shelton Benjamin before, if he wants to, hang up his boots. I would like to see that. He deserves it. He really deserves it. He has given me some of the most memorable matches, and he was never like super over, but I couldn't help but notice the absolute charm, charisma and talent in Shelton Benjamin. Even as a young fan, as somebody who was just starting off with wrestling, I loved Shelton Benjamin from the very get-go. We got G-Money in the house. G-Money, it's good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're having fun watching Raw so far. It's been a sweet and okay Raw. Not anything crazy yet, but it's been an okay one. Good to see you, G-Bunny, once again. Great to see you. My best friend has an autograph of Steve Corino, says Andy. That's awesome. That's great. That's great. I was asking, this guy, Colby, if he'd like to have Steve Corino in his corner at the show. He said, no way. He said, I want to make my own legacy. I want to do my own thing on my own. I don't want to live in my father's shadow. So that's why, even though it would be cool to have my father in my corner, wouldn't do it. So I respect, Colby for that. Pretty cool. AJ, Ricky Martin's son, Kerry. That's right. And Kerry Martin is the current junior heavyweight champion. That's right, Andy. And Colby Corino is going to be fighting Kerry Martin at NWA 75, brother, for that title. And this guy, Kerry Martin, recently has developed such a nasty, nasty attitude. He's disrespectful to everybody. He loves to rub people in the face. Yeah, he loves to get violent and cheat and do anything that he can to get the victory and to retain his title. And that same attitude has made him the longest reigning NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship. God, that's a long name for a title, but that's made him the longest champion in the last decade. So this guy is definitely making records, and I was actually scheduled to interview him. I was asked to interview him, Kerry Martin, but I was traveling that day, so we couldn't do the interview, so instead we did Colby. Well, Colby was great, but next time, would love to interview Kerry as well. AJ, who beats Io Sky for the WWE? Great question. I mean, I would like to see a big feud between Asuka and Io. Perhaps Asuka takes it away. Perhaps Io wins it back again. I would like to see these two going back and forth, tearing each other apart. I think we're looking at a possible rivalry of the year in there. It's going to be good. I'm pretty sure about that. What do you think about that, Chris? It's a good question. Let me know. Who do you see beating Io Sky for the title? Clayton says Shelton Benjamin is so talented. It's true. I mean, even as a young fan, somebody who was very new to wrestling when I first started watching, Shelton was not super over. He was not pushed heavily on TV. But still, I watched him and I just loved the way he moved in the ring. Loved the way he just controlled the match. Loved this guy. Loved it. I still remember the springboards that he used to, deliver back in the day. Even now he must be good, but back in the day, man, he was butter fluid. So good. Shelton is incredibly talented and incredibly underrated. And here we are now. Gunther going for the cover on Chad Gable. Chad Gable kicks out. Bailey will turn on Io, says True. There you go. Clay is going to be so happy when that happened. But True says Bailey is going to turn on Io Sky. Yeah, I see it happening too. Yeah. I wonder what Dakota Kai will do when she's cleared. Is she going to turn on somebody? I wonder. I really do wonder. Let's see. 10 years ago, former Divas champion AJ Lee had a match against a very young Bailey in NXT, says Tony. That's crazy. Yeah. By the way, speaking of Bailey, had an opportunity to interview, that young Bailey fan Izzy who just made her wrestling debut. Have an opportunity to interview her. So would anybody like to see that? Would like to see me interview Izzy in the future? Let me know, and I'll reach out and make it official. So let me know, guys. And here we are now. Gunther trash talking here a little bit. Yeah, just taunting Chad Gable, kicking him lightly in that corner, just taunting the guy, letting him know he's no good and he doesn't compare to, oh my goodness, and Chad Gable fighting back now, kick to the head. Gunther's angry, he runs over to Gable. Gable kicks him in the head again. Gunther once again runs over to him. Gable with a knee strike to the head, and now with a series of kicks here, pushing this guy, Gunther, away from himself. Gunther was going to go for a chop to the chest. Gable grabs his arm, and there you go. Submission hold locked in as he just hangs off the ropes. Rope break, he has to let go of Gunther, and now looking to dive off the second rope, and Gunther hits him with a chop across the chest. Gable tried, but he could not succeed. Gunther is still gonna be the champion. He's gonna go for the cover on Gable. It's gonna be a 1-2-3. Oh, Gable kicks out. I'm surprised he kicked out. That's good for Kerry Martin, Andy. That's right. Shelton was master of ladder matches. Oh yes, we remember even back in the day. These two guys, Kofi and Shelton. Ladder matches, you had to watch for them. Absolutely. Shelton is still a beast, says True. Yeah, they're just holding the beast back. They should let him go out there, do his thing, because the beast can definitely put on a show. For sure, brother. Zelina was the best AJ Lee in that film. Yeah, Tony says Zelina was the best in that film, Fighting With My Family, a Saraya story. The best AJ Lee. She did the role pretty damn well, right? I remember reading the reports when she came out for the shooting of the film, you know, in front of the live audience. They had a match, the AJ Lee match. A lot of people thought that was actually AJ Lee coming out to wrestle, but it was Zelina. She played that role that good that people fell for it. What do you guys think about this match so far? He's got the arms locked in around the neck of Chad Gable, the head of Chad Gable. Chad Gable trying to overpower Gunther. That's crazy. He lifts him up on his back as he's getting back up to his feet here. Gunther hits him from behind, sends him over to the corner. Gable running over back to Gunther here, trying to push him away once again to the ropes and rebounds, and an elbow strike here to Gunther. Once again, another elbow strike to Gunther. Gunther dangling, dizzy, and Gable runs over. Oh dear, come on. He tried hard, but Gunther grabs him again from behind, and Gable gets him down again. That's crazy. Gable is fighting hard here. He's fighting hard. True says I agree with True here. He says I agree, Shelton is still a beast. There you go. And Shelton and Charlie Haas was a great tag team, says Andy. Yes, brother. Talk about Shelton. I'm glad that we're here talking about Shelton Benjamin. More people need to talk about the guy. Great guy. She's still months out, unfortunately, AJ. That's right, Clayton. That's true. Dakota is still months out. She wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for Io and her title run. You know, I'm glad that Io is the champion now, so we can have Dakota Kai in her corner, supporting her and being there as a manager. It's pretty cool. Matt Cardona open challenge. That's right, Randy MG. It's true. Matt Cardona has issued an open challenge to anybody to come out and fight him at NWA 75. I've heard, guys, that it's got to be somebody who's not currently in the NWA, so we're looking at a surprise. When it comes to this show that's going to take place August 26th. There's going to be a surprise mystery opponent for Matt Cardona. So it could be anybody. It could be anyone. But one thing's for sure, it's not going to be an AEW star, because AEW and NWA, they're not working together. Gunther with the big chop across the chest. Chad Gable taking it back here. I'm looking... And Tony says, I'm looking forward to the return of Kairi this November. Me too. Everybody is, brother. Bayley turns on Io Sky and beats her for the WWE Women's title, says Chris. So Chris agrees with True, and he says that Bayley is going to turn on Io. That's going to be crazy if that happens. But Gunther, oh my goodness, a taste of his own medicine here with those chops to the back and a German suplex. Gunther did not expect that. He did not. You can see it. It's clear as day. Gunther is taken aback right now. Gunther gonna kill you, says Randy G. Well, brother, right now, Chad Gable is the one who is putting Gunther through a lot of pain. David, is good to see you. Welcome. We got Cash Money Jr. in the house, by the way. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And they say, what if Damage Control did the same thing like the Bloodline? Well, the Bloodline is a hot mess right now, to be honest. If you tell me that what if they did the same thing as a Bloodline, I don't even know, because the Bloodline is a hot mess. I mean, they do everything, right? They do from recruiting more people, then to splitting up, then coming back together, then splitting up again. And now, right now, I don't even know where the Bloodline is at right now. What's happening with Jimmy, Jay, Roman, Solo, Paul? It's a mess. So Cash Money Jr., you gotta elaborate a little bit for me, brother. What do you think can they do similar to the Bloodline? Elaborate on that, please. Once again, good to see you. And Andy says, yes, interview Izzy. That's sweet. I would like that. Tara's retirement match at WWE. I hope so, too. You know, I hope so, too. Oh, my goodness. Holy crap. Did you guys see that German suplex? My microphone cannot take it. Oh, my God. That's crazy. That was a great German suplex. Yes. Oh dear. All right. Well, Chad Gable is celebrating pretty hard right now in the ring. It was a count-out victory, but still a victory over Gunther. That is in the books. Chad Gable has defeated Gunther via count-out. That was a great German suplex, by the way. He went for it hard. I mean, over the barricade, on the other side of the barricade, Chad Gable showed no mercy towards Gunther. And now we got Vinci and Ludwig here. What are they trying to do? Shouting at Samantha Arvin? All right, they're making sure Samantha Adams put it out there that therefore, still the champion is the ring general Gunther. Just like Trish said, Gable might have won the match, but Gunther is still your champion, and that's the truth. And that's right, Tony. Chad wins via countout, so Gunther is still the champion. It reminds me, guys, I cannot recall right now actually who the wrestlers were. Perhaps you guys can help me out here, recollecting my old memory. But I remember this very vaguely. There was a time in I believe WrestleMania history or one of the pay-per-views where there was a big show, big match that was happening, and somebody defeated the champion via disqualification, if I'm not wrong. And even though it was a disqualification victory, which means that the titles did not change hands, we had a full-on celebration for the guy. And like the crew came on from the back, the wrestlers came from the back, carried him on their shoulders. There were balloons and there were confetti celebrating the guy's victory, even though he never actually became champion. It was like the most pointless celebration ever in the history of the company. I cannot remember who that guy actually was or who were the people involved, but I still remember that there was a very pointless celebration in history like that. Yeah.
I have my own business to settle with Candice LeRae, so it's not going to be me much. But you guys need to figure it out before Dom and I get back. Otherwise, I'm going to make the decision for you. So, let's go.
Sweet. Guys, who's coming across as more selfish to you right now? Is it Finn Balor or is it Damian Priest? Who do you think is acting selfish in this case? Let me know what you guys think. Cody is up next, says Tony. Well, no, brother, it's gotta be Nakamura. We're gonna be seeing... Oh, wait a second. Well, apparently Cody's up next too. You're right, Tony, you're right, both. I just saw it. Thank you, Drew. So it seems like up next, once we're back from the commercial break, we're going to take a look at a recap of Shinsuke Nakamura and what he said early on. I think it's going to be a video package, not Shinsuke Nakamura coming at himself. So that's that. And after that, Cody Rhodes will be here. So that's right. Thank you for that, Tony. Thank you. And let's see. It would be awesome if Ron Killings wins the Intercontinental belt from Walter. Brother, that would be funny. That would be really funny. I'd like to see that. I would love to. Oh dear, Ron Killings. Much love to the guy. I really miss him. Anybody else misses R-Truth? I severely do. And, it's... Sometimes people forget, but R-Truth has been involved in some of the biggest and most important matches in wrestling history. Talk about the Never Before, Never Again match. I'm pretty sure even... Alright, I'll put it out there. Never Before, Never Again. This tagline, what does this tagline remind of you of? Which match does it remind you of? Never before, never again. Let me know if it rings a bell, guys, right? This was the tagline that they used to brand one match, to market one match. I'm pretty sure somebody in the chat will know it. Did R-Truth retire? No, brother, he did not. He's still around. He's still kicking ass. Right now, he's actually recovering, I believe, from a surgery, if I'm not wrong. So he'll be back. He's not retired just yet. He'll never be retired. He's still coming. Probably, this is what Fightful says, that he's still chasing the 24/7 title, even replicas. I'm just kidding. Lex Luger won by countout over Yokozuna for the WWF title at Mania. Then eventually Yokozuna fought and lost to Bret Hart. I believe it was Lex Luger, right? I believe it was Lex Luger who had the celebration, if I'm not wrong. Thanks for that, Andy. Thanks for that. He's surviving from surgery. That's right. He's recovering from surgery. That's right. Once in a lifetime Rock vs. Cena. You're close, G-Money. You're close. But I'm not talking about once in a lifetime. I'm talking, which was a lie, by the way. It was such a lie that we got to see the exact same match the following year. So once in a lifetime was a lie. But I'm talking about Never Before, Never Again. Look it up. Think about it. Which match, this tagline was used to sell a match, to market a match. Think about it. You're very close with it. You're very close to the Rock versus Cena thing here. Yes, it's Lex Luger. Thanks for that, Andy. I still remember it. The whole, the pointlessness in that celebration. Very pointless. Luger never won the title. Once just let him pose with it. Yeah, I believe they had a whole celebration, right? With that title? That is so funny. But Ron DMG says, should be building Gunther into main eventer. Triple H got him jobber to Shorty G. Oh, brother. Ron DMG, a few months ago, I would have been on the same page as you. I would have said the same damn thing. But I'll tell you, I mean, give Chad Gable a chance. He's not bad. He's a sweet guy. He's got a good heart. I like Chad Gable. I really do. You know, I really do. He's a workhorse. He really works hard, entertains us, makes us smile, makes us laugh. Every time he says "shoosh," I get goosebumps. He's cool. Give him a chance. He's not bad. He's not, you know, he's not. Wrestling with him is not jobbing. He's cool. He's cool. Give him a chance. I know, Run DMG. I was in the same shoes as you, brother. He's cool. But once again, so nobody could come up with the tagline. So I'll tell you, the Never Before, Never Again match. They used this tagline for The Rock and John Cena versus The Miz and R-Truth. They had this big match that took place at Madison Square Garden. I believe it was the Survivor Series pay-per-view that took place at MSG, where they used this Never Before, Never Again tagline. It was a tag team match, Cena and Rock versus Miz and R-Truth. Yeah. It was a crazy match. I popped hard for the match. I was so hyped for that match. I really was. Yeah. Truth says, oh yeah, that match. It was truly a Never Before, Never Again match. You would never see R-Truth and The Miz wrestling Cena and The Rock ever again. It's so funny. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Poor Vinci. Poor Vinci. Cody looking good. Yeah. That's so funny. Head so big on a little body, he's like a Funko. That is so funny. JD McDonald's Funko is gonna be, you know, closer to real life than any other Funkos out there. Oh, Cody, what is he? Is he gonna come out? Is he gonna go to Gorilla? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, he's gonna go to Gorilla. Yeah. He's gonna come straight out. Yep, he's on his way out right here. Oh, solid. People always love it when, you know, you show a little bit of the gorilla and you make your way out with the cameras. People love that. I love that too. Kind of breaking the fourth wall with that stuff, right? Sorry, Nick Khan says, Tony. Cody gonna go all elite mode in WWE. You're right, Tony. Definitely going all elite mode, brother. Dream match, Strowman versus Yokozuna. Indeed a dream match, brother. Indeed a dream match. Yep. Wow. Oh, more French. Come on. Cry me a river. More French. More language that I don't understand. Okay.
Well, Cody, since we all are out here,
I like that. Cody Rhodes giving his flowers to Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. That's cool. There we go. Fans, you're getting behind Cody. Loving Cody Rhodes here, right? This reminds me that... Wow.
You won't be alone. There is no love lost between the Judgment Day and I. We'll be watching very closely. But tonight is about Kevin. Tonight is about Sammy. We are all going to watch the Judgment Day.
I like how he's like being the hype man here for Kevin and Sammy. I like that. I know, Tony, what do you want to talk in French? Thanks for that, Tony. Thanks for translating that for me. Lex Luger, Kurt Angle. Indeed, another great dream match over there. By the way, I had the opportunity to interview Kurt Angle a few months ago. That interview is up on the channel. You can take a look at it. One of the best interviews that I've ever done. Very proud of it. So take a look at it when you have some time. Once again, great dream match. And we had G-Money saying, 19 watching but only 13 likes. Come on, y'all. Thank you for that, G-Money. Really appreciate that. Everybody, I suck at pitching it every single time we are live. But thank you for reminding me once again, G-Money. If you're watching, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and join the family. Thank you, guys. I should be saying this more often, but I always forget. We watch wrestling and great wrestling, and I forget to say it. I get carried away. I really do. But yeah, here we are now. Shinsuke Nakamura. Talk about more language that I don't understand. Cool. Cool. Nice video package here for Shinsuke Nakamura. So I see here a question from True. What was Saxton's injury? So let's take a look at an article here that talks a lot about Saxton, what happened to him. So here's an article by comicbook.com, and it says, Byron Saxton says WWE told him to stop wrestling or be fired. Now that's that. It's crazy. And it says that they had a new coaching staff come in. Bill DeMott came into the fold. And I gathered from the outside looking into the new administration and came in and said, who do we have on the roster here? How long have you been here? What's the trajectory? That ended up translating into a phone call that I received from Talent Relations. I was told if I would like to continue my pro wrestling career with the company, that may not be possible. But if you would like to pursue something else behind the scenes, that we may have an opportunity. So that is what he was told when Bill DeMott came in. And that's that. And he said that I'm not opposed to learning a new skill. I said it's a risk. I don't know where this road agent would take me. But the company was basically telling me I was going to be fired if I want to continue being a wrestler. Let me see what this other option is. So that's that. So Byron Saxton basically said that they gave him an option. Either be fired, leave the company, or do something else. So that was that. That is why apparently that he stopped wrestling here. So, yeah, that's that. Cody, the uncrowned Universal Champion. It's interesting. So, on the heels of WWE announcing John Cena coming to India, it reminds me that the entire Raw roster, or most of the Raw roster, is traveling to India for the show. But Cody is not advertised for it. Cody Rhodes also a member of the Raw roster, but not advertised for that show. It just hit me. Yeah. Interesting. AJ, could you see WWE putting the belt on Nakamura? I can. Yeah, brother, I definitely can. I would like to see that. I'd like to see that. Not too easily, though. I don't think they're going to put it as quickly as Payback. Definitely going to make us wait a little bit here, but I could see them putting the belt on him. He's not red hot yet, but he's getting up there. King of Strong Style Nakamura, and Nakamura will target Rollins back. Good stuff. Yes, brother, I'm excited about this. And here we are now. It's the Judgment Day on their way out. Yep. Business is about to pick up. It's Rhea Ripley coming out now. Looking good. She looks good, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. And she comes out and my lights go off, of course. the spotlight stays on Rhea Ripley as she makes her way out. I'm just kidding. Here she is, Rhea Ripley, looking great as she comes out here with Dominic Mysterio, her baby brother, and Cody and Cena, super team. Absolutely, it would be fantastic to see them teaming up one time, brother. I wonder where Jonathan Coachman is. He still not working ESPN, or is he gone from there? Because he had a stint with them, right? Jonathan Coachman, I believe he's with ESPN. Let's see. Where does it say he is at right now? Does anybody else know what Jonathan Coachman has been up to? Let's take a look. Rhea looking good. She looks great. True, I agree with that. She looks great. Looks happy. Looks great. And, okay, Jonathan Coachman, I'm taking a look at it. So he left ESPN in 2017. Then he joined NBC Sports Group in 2018. It says that as WWE, so here we're actually in Wikipedia right now. It says as WWE had a television deal with the NBC Universal in 2018, he was named play-by-play announcer for the NBC-owned World Long Drive Championship. Coachman is also a commentator for PGA Tour Live. That's boring. I cannot just say, I cannot imagine doing commentary for PGA. I can't. Oh dear. I feel bad for Coachman, which is an NBC Sports Gold subscription service providing additional coverage of golf. I, for the love of God, cannot ever imagine myself doing commentary for golf. I cannot. Anybody else here watches golf? I mean, let me know. I mean, I would play golf. I love playing golf. But to do commentary for golf or watching golf for like hours straight, I'll fall asleep. Let me know if anybody here watches golf, though. No offense if you do. No offense. True says 3 minutes match. Absolutely. This commercial break that we're about to get right now is going to be longer than the actual match. Nakamura deserves to be world champion. This is not his first opportunity. He deserves to be world champion. I mean, if you think that we're not right about it, take a look back at the first ever entrance that he made in WWE and NXT. The guy was on fire. His entire NXT title, the run with NXT was amazing, was incredible. Of course, things changed when he came over to the main roster, but Shinsuke Nakamura is really a king of strong style. And if booked well, and if allowed to go out there, this guy can be a fantastic, fantastic world champion. I would say, even go out there and maybe make a whole faction for Shinsuke Nakamura. Make him a leader of a whole group. Yeah, I mean, a few badass Japanese wrestler in one faction. I would say let Shinsuke Nakamura go out there, be the messiah to all these Japanese wrestlers who are jobbing in the company right now. I'm talking about Akira Tozawa. You know, have him undergo a whole transition, a transformation, join Shinsuke Nakamura when he becomes world champion, form a faction, be the messiah, I don't know, but do something. I think he will be a great champion, to be honest. Let's see, Coachman cannot keep a job, says Run DMG, but he's doing golf now, so I feel bad for him. True says, I cannot watch it. Golf is the most boring sport to watch, says Andy. I like that. And Andy, you just trying playing, it sucks. Gary says, you just try playing it, it sucks. I like playing mini golf, guys. Anybody played mini golf? I love playing mini golf. It's super fun. But playing like regular golf, like rich people golf, I can't. Yeah, golf is more a skills challenge than a sport. Yeah, absolutely. And Japan World Order, exactly. I'm talking about something like that. Japanese World Order, you know. Totally, I'll be in for it. The last I heard about Coach, he was fired at ESPN, says Gary. There you go. Now with NBC, thanks to WWE, apparently. So that's that. We're now taking a look. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh dear. You should. Oh, I totally forgot that I forgot to. Oh, dear. Oh, hopefully I won't be in trouble for that. I forgot to switch back from the, you know, picture-in-picture. Hopefully, I did not show too much of video over there. I forgot that I did not switch back from the picture-in-picture. Yeah, hopefully that's not going to be copyrighted. But okay, that was accidental. Sorry, YouTube, if you're watching. I apologize. Okay, Mustafa, good to see you, brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Randy says, I don't think WWE will put the title on Nakamura. Yeah, not so soon at least, right? Eventually they might, but right now he's not hot enough to be, you know, the champion just yet. On that note, I would like to ask you, have you guys been enjoying Seth Rollins as the champion? Let me know. What do you guys think? What if Cena gives India a match like WrestleMania 39? It's gotta be terrible. That's gotta be terrible. I mean, his match at WrestleMania 39 sucked. So that's not a good thing. On paper, it sounds great. A match like WrestleMania, fantastic. But WrestleMania 39, terrible. Okay. True says, not really. You think it was a good show, a good match? Okay, all right. I have not been impressed with John Cena's recent matches. Talk about his match against Roman Reigns at SummerSlam or his match at WrestleMania against Austin Theory. I mean, those were just matches that he had to come out and do, I believe, as mere formality. But let's see who's going to be actually wrestling at in India. I really wonder, because it's got to be a notable name, right? He cannot just come out here for an... I'm 100% sure that he's going to main event the show. There's no way that he's not main eventing. So I'm just curious, who will he wrestle? If WWE were to go down the whole stereotypical way that they book the shows, he'll probably be in like a tag team match with Indus-Sher. That's what I can see him doing, John Cena and the Indus-Sher versus the Judgment Day. I can see that happening. If that happens, guys, I mean, I'm gonna dance because I'll be so right. To be honest, I see it happening. John Cena and the Indus-Sher versus the Judgment Day. I see it happening. I do. I totally do. Let me know what you guys think, though. What is your guess for John Cena's match in India? And here we are now. Dominic causing some distraction for Candice. Indy Hartwell going after Dominic. Dominic getting away, retreating to his side. And Rhea Ripley catches Candice LeRae. She was going to go flying down on her with a backbreaker now and tossing her down to the mat. Oh my goodness, Candice. Nice reversal to that. Hitting her with the DDT of her own. I wonder if we'll see Dexter Lumis tonight. I don't think so, Gary. I would like to see him, but, Dexter. Dexter. In India, John versus Braun Breaker. So Braun Breaker actually is very interesting that Run DMG brought up Braun Breaker, because Braun Breaker is on the poster for the show. But you don't see his name being advertised anywhere. I wonder if they just wanted a flying man on the poster and they just got Braun Breaker's image. But because we don't see him being advertised for the show at all. So that's interesting. But we'll take a look at it again, the show page on WWE.com as well as the poster. We'll take a look at it when we go to commercial. But Andy says Nikki Cross could be the next person to leave WWE. There's no work for her, says Andy. Absolutely. Yeah. And seems like she's ready to do that as well, right? She just... did she not recently graduate as well? My microphone tonight giving me a headache. But she also recently graduated, right? So, yeah, definitely could be on her way out. But just like True said, this was a short match. Wouldn't surprise me if they released Lumis again. Yeah, the way this is going, right? Terrible. It's possible. It is definitely very possible. Uh-oh, Raquel Rodriguez. That's surprising. And she comes out here. That's cool. Oh, she throws her with a crutch to Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley just mocking her as she came out here limping. But Raquel Rodriguez is not going to go easy on her. Throws her over to the barricade. Rhea Ripley just seeing her worst, living her worst nightmare right now. And Raquel Rodriguez. Braun Breaker being a heel is best thing for him. Absolutely, Andy. He's got the look and the face and everything, the physique of a heel. He should be a heel. The voice of a heel. No part of the match did not suck. Wow. You're right, totally right about that, Gary. No part of the match did not suck. The entire match sucked. Well, the match was... I believe I can yawn longer than the actual match. That was a very short one. Yeah, Raquel Rodriguez, indeed, Tony. She has a degree to teach. There you go. So definitely could be doing that. Yeah. Apparently her and Strowman broke up. So, yes. I did read the report too. Yeah. Lots of breakups happening, right? Talk about Andrade and Charlotte. I thought that was like a couple that was made for each other forever. It seemed like they had... Wait a second. Reckle with the promo. That's sweet. Payback. 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 Yeah, at Payback. That's cool. That's cool. Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez at Payback, guys. Ah, and she's got to go after the title. She's not joking around here. She's going to come back. She's going to wrestle Rhea Ripley at Payback and for that championship. So truly looking for some payback from some retribution. Rhea Ripley, what a woman, says Jonathan. He says, as Bob Marley once said, no women, no cry. That's right, brother. I hope they bring back Mustafa. I loved the Armageddon pay-per-view from the whole production of it, the stage and everything, the logo, the music that they used to use back in the day. Armageddon really brings back some very sweet memories. I still remember Armageddon. Jeff Hardy, if I'm not wrong, he won his WWE Championship at Armageddon, and he climbed that Armageddon, stage, went to the top, and celebrated his world title win from there. Great memories from that show. Indeed. Tony needs another spanking from Carrie, says Tony. Okay. I don't know where that came from, Andy, but okay, alright. That's nice. But, oh, that was Tony who wrote that. I see. Tony says that Tony needs another spanking from Carrie. That is so funny. Andy says Tony Storm promos are absolutely hilarious. LWO, Record is going to go for the world title. That is correct. And now, coming up next, is The Miz. What business does he have here today? Who is this guy going to be wrestling? Michael Cole with the exact same question. He says, who's he gonna face? We're gonna find out. As if I was talking to Cole, as if he heard my voice. We're gonna find out after the commercial break who is the Miz gonna face. Why is he coming out here? We shall find out. Jonathan says, I want them to bring TLC back in ECW and Monsters Ball. Yeah, TLC was a sweet pay-per-view for December. When it used to exist, I was like, come on, that's too much TLC. But now, looking back at it, TLC was a good pay-per-view. December, Christmas time, holiday season, it was a sweet pay-per-view. I would like to see it back as well. Finally, a decent women's match from Raw is true. Yeah, finally. Finally, it's been a while, but finally we're getting one. I think the Punjabi Prison match also debuted. The Punjabi prison match was a nightmare. It was a disaster. You know why? Because it was the first ever Punjabi prison match, and you would expect Khali to be in it. But Khali was not in the first ever Punjabi prisons match. Yeah, he got injured. I mean, he was supposed to be in it, but he got injured. So instead of Khali wrestling in the first ever, what was supposed to be his creation, the Punjabi prison match, instead of Khali, we got to see, if I'm not wrong, Taker and the Big Show, right? So it's totally random, totally not Punjabi, and yeah, that's what happened. So the Punjabi prison match, the whole DBU of it was terrible, terrible. And True says, nap time, The Miz is here. That's right, guys. If you guys want to take a break, want to go to the washroom, grab some popcorn, now is the time to do it. The A-lister, Run DMG, with some appreciation for The Miz. I'll say this, guys. I am the only guy who was upset with how short his last championship run was, his world title run was. When he became champion after cashing in the briefcase, I was happy. I was ready to see another run with The Miz as champion, but it was very, very short. Less than a month, right? Less than a month. Terrible. WWE never had a Monsters Ball that's Impacts, is true. Yep. And WWE had Great Balls of Fire. That's what they had. Great Balls of Fire. I'll say it again, guys. Great Balls of Fire. Yeah. That's what they had. The Miz of Weasel, says Jonathan. I agree. 420 break, says Gary. Yep, well, it's the Big Show. Indeed, brother, it is. LA Knight is coming out next, I think, says Ricky. Whoa. Really? So we're gonna, neglect the draft again, Ricky, brother, and we're gonna have LA Knight come out on Raw? Okay. All right. Cool. And now, with that being said, we are... Yeah. Commercials. Oh, wait a second. I have to take a look at something. So, one second, guys. We're going to take a look. we're now going to take a look at Superstar Spectacle, all the stars that they're advertising for the show, because Ron DMG mentioned earlier that Braun Breaker should be there at Superstar Spectacle, right? And they have him on the poster of it. So we're going to take a look at all the stars that they're listing for the show, and talk about if Braun Breaker is actually going to be there. So here's the poster for the show. And towards the bottom of it, right here, you see Braun Breaker flying. That's Braun Breaker. Very little, but that's him. So if we go to, let's say, WWE.com, and we're going to go over to shows. We're going to find Superstar Spectacle. We don't even see it. Okay, let's see. Do we find tickets? Yeah, let's go to tickets. Hopefully here we'll see it. Superstar, there you go. Superstar Spectacle. We're gonna go here. And once again, here you see it. Braun Breaker, little Braun Breaker right here. And these are the stars that they're advertising. So they're advertising Seth Rollins, Rhea Ripley, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Becky, Kevin, and that's all the people that they've listed on the event page. That's it. But over here you've got, for some weird reason, they got Odyssey Jones, and I think, guys, the reason why this is something that I heard from like I believe a WWE talent insider himself. I believe that the reason why they have Odyssey Jones here is that the WWE felt, okay, if we have Odyssey Jones on the card, the Indians are going to think that's Mark Henry and they're going to buy the tickets for Henry. That's probably why they have Odyssey Jones, because there's no other reason for him to be booked here for the international show. He's not even been introduced to the main roster just yet, so why book him for an international show like Superstar Spectacle? It makes no sense. But Odyssey Jones from NXT is going to be there. Shanky, after a whole year, is going to be there. Yeah, true. That's what I heard from an insider, that's the reason why they booked Odyssey Jones. It's crazy. And we got Ludwig, we got Gunther, we got Natalia. Again, no reason for her to be here, but okay. Becky, Kevin, Sammy. It's good to see that Kevin's finally going to be here. Earlier, we were like not sure if he was going to be here or not, but he's going to be there as well. Braun Breaker, not sure again. The way that they have, actually put his image here, you don't know if that's just for the optics or if they really mean that he's going to be there. I don't think he's going to be there. The Rhea Ripley, cool. Who cares about Riddle? And then you got the Indus and Drew McIntyre, and of course Seth. So let's see. Let's see, I guess. But this show is not a pay-per-view. It's not a televised show. So in my books, I don't think it's a super important show, but we shall see. Miz here now.
To earn a United States Championship opportunity. And everybody is waiting for me. What LA Knight fails to realize is that on the big show there are no rules or excuses.
No, I'm pretty sure, Run DMG. I'm 100% sure that, really, take my word for it, it's going to be Cena and the Indus versus some of the three people in a 6-man tag. That is going to be the main event. I am 100% certain about it. For sure. Just take it. Because that is the only freaking way they're going to have India cheer Indus. They wouldn't do it otherwise. I'm telling you that. They will not care. Indians don't care if you're from India. They'll not cheer you on unless you're teamed up with John Cena. I'm telling you that, guys, right now. They will team him up with Indus. It's going to happen. Wait, LA Knight in 3-2? Tony. I don't see it happening. Bigger. Okay. Ricochet? Akira Tozawa? Akira Tozawa. Akira Tozawa! Oh my goodness, I was so right. I was so right. I was so right about this. Oh my gosh. I knew it. Oh, I love it. Wow. Guys, I was so right about this. The walking, talking joke of Monday Night Raw, Akira Tozawa. Of course, they picked Akira Tozawa. Ah, gosh. I'm not saying that I'm always right, guys, but I'm always right. At least when it comes to jobbing. Yep. I knew it. I almost spilled out my water at the 24/7 champion. The former 24/7 champion. He says that's the perfect title for LA Knight. Yeah. Miz is still talking. That's right, True. Still talking. I guess on a more positive note, this guy, Akira Tozawa, finally gets to be in the ring on TV and cut a promo. That's pretty big for him. Like, when was the last time that he did that? Never. So, pretty cool for Akira Tozawa. And now with the boot to the face, Akira Tozawa going down. Miz is better than the... Oh wait, MJF is better than the Miz, and we know it, says Tony. The Ninja Master is a jobber for a shame trip. That's right. The Ninja Master did not see that boot coming. How's that even possible? Alright, I still like to see Batista again as manager or special guest referee. I would love to see that too, Mustafa, but I feel like Batista probably might not be up for it. You know, when he said that he's done with wrestling, I really do feel that he meant every word of it. He said that people don't believe me, but that's true. I will not come back. I'm really done with pro wrestling, and I feel like it's true. I think it's going to be, oh my goodness, just like True said, the draft is a joke, and coming out now is LA Knight. The draft is really, indeed, guys, if there were any doubts left, it is a joke. It's time for LA Knight, yeah, and he is here. All right. Why did I not see it coming? LA Knight here. That's right. Tony said 3, 2, 1, and here he is, 3, 2, 1, and Knight's here, causing some distraction. But he's a better actor than The Rock, says Andy. I agree with that. He's also got some good films in his very short career so far in Hollywood. I mean, he's been in Hollywood for way less time than The Rock, but, you know, he's had some great films. Really, James Bond as well in his books. That's pretty big. But we've got to give credit to The Rock because he normalized wrestlers going to Hollywood. If it wasn't for The Rock, we wouldn't have these plethora of wrestlers going to Hollywood and being respected in Hollywood. So, gotta thank The Rock for that, right? Yep. And here we are now, commercial break again. LA Knight, indeed, on Raw, guys. He indeed was on Raw. So, one more time, proving to us that this whole draft stuff, it's a joke. It's all smokes and mirrors and nothing more than that. Yep. So, how long has it been since we've been watching the show, actually? Okay. See it, about 2 hours. I thought so. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too slow for show then, right? Let's see. Sometimes I'll look at the time, right, and I'm like, okay, this show is slow. I thought it's been like 3 hours, but tonight doesn't feel like that. It felt like it's been about 2 hours or so, and it's just been that. So not too slow of a show. It's an okay show, not the craziest, just an okay show. Let me know what you guys think, though. If you're impressed with the show or not, let me know. And Mustafa says, then bring back The Rock. Yeah. And if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan doing movies, some wrestlers wouldn't be actors. Hulk Hogan, yeah. We probably would not be watching wrestling if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan and his contribution, which again, you know, is one of the reasons why I was talking to JTG about Hulk Hogan, right? He said that he hates to see what Hulk Hogan has become or what the man that he was all this time. You know, that's why they say never meet your heroes because they might disappoint you, or never get to know too much about your heroes because you might not like what you hear about them. That's what happened with Hulk Hogan. Many people idolized him growing up, and even now they did. But then all the stuff that Hogan did, you know, that happened, all came to light, and now people hate it because the guy who made wrestling mainstream, the guy that the people saw growing up, looked him up as a hero, turned out to be that guy. So that's that. And Andy says, it's an average show. Yep. But I'm sure the Dynamite this week is going to be a banger. You know, of course, they're going to go full swing ahead for All In. So this Dynamite is going to be a great one. Hulk Hogan, biggest icon in wrestling. Yep, absolutely. But again, he carries a lot of weight of the negativity and all the stuff that he's done in the past. Forever, that's going to be attached to his name. And the backlash was so big, as it should have been, that Hulk Hogan was instantly pulled from everything, right? From the Hall of Fame. He was pulled from even he was a DLC for the WWE 2K15 game that was, you know, the latest game at that time. He was even pulled from the PlayStation and Xbox stores as a DLC for the game. So the backlash was big. That's right. Andy with some fist bumps here to Run DMG like that. In the 80s, I was a Hulk Hogan fan. Now he's turned out exactly what JTG also told me, right? He said that he was a big Hulk Hogan fan, a kid who loved Hulk Hogan, loved and idolized Hogan. But now, sadly, you know, turned around to bite him. So that's that. All right, and here we are now. I'm surprised that this match is actually going. I'm surprised. What were these guys doing while we were on the commercial break? Okay, I thought, okay, this match is probably got to get over while we are on the commercial, but no, we come back from the commercial to this match itself, and The Miz is still here beating the crap out of Akira Tozawa. I mean, he can just pin him right now, and the match will be over. He just has to try. And The Miz talking some trash. Yep. Kick to Akira Tozawa. He's got to go for the yes kicks. Yes kicks in full swing right now. Yep. Once again, guys, if you're watching for the first time, what are you waiting for? Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, comment, be a part of the conversation, be a part of the family. Yeah. Thank you once again. The Miz running over to the ropes, rebounds, was about to go for the kick. Akira Tozawa dodges it very quickly, now with the kick to the top of the head of The Miz once and twice. Miz taking it back, Akira Tozawa dodges the punch, goes after him with those punches here. Miz with a punch to the gut, Akira Tozawa slowed down. Miz got to go for the Irish whip. Tozawa thrown to the ropes, rebounds, Hurricanrana. Tozawa is making a comeback. First time in years, he's making a comeback, guys. This is big. Another kick to the head of The Miz. He's got to go up to the turnbuckle, and this is going to cause the downfall and the collapse of Akira Tozawa. This is going to be a mistake. I knew it. Miz with a boot to the face of Akira Tozawa, throwing him over to the ringside. Guys, who you think are going to the Royal Rumble? I feel like it's a bit too early for the Rumble, brother, but in the top of my head, I definitely see these two going to the Rumble. That's Miz and LA Knight. Definitely see, you know, Drew McIntyre going to the Rumble. Yeah, quite a few names now. 30 names, to be precise. AJ, have you watched the match? Told you to watch. Andy, my brother, I'm still guilty of not having to watch it. I will take a look at it today, though. Today itself, I will watch it. Definitely. Thank you. It totally slipped off my head. You just reminded me of it. I will watch it today. I will. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We'll definitely watch it today before going to sleep. 100%. And here we are now. Akira Tozawa. Oh, dear. No way. Tony, who's like, I believe you're like ahead of me in the stream, but Tony says, upset city. You're not telling me that Akira Tozawa defeated The Miz, did he? He did. Akira Tozawa has defeated The Miz. That's crazy. Akira Tozawa has pinned The Miz. The biggest victory in his career thus far in the WWE. Akira Tozawa just did the deed. He has defeated The Miz. That's big. That is big. You've got to be kidding me. Oh dear. 5 out of 5 stars indeed, Tony. That was what an end to the match. And LA Knight down from behind takes out The Miz. Wade Barrett in the back saying, this might be the worst night in the career of The Miz, and that's true. Probably the worst. Dear Lord. But good for Akira Tozawa. What a night for the kid. What a night for the ninja. True says good. Yeah, I agree with that, True. Very, very good. Miz has been a jobber for years. I mean, even a jobber, to be honest, no offense to Tozawa, but even a jobber would not lose to Akira Tozawa. The Miz just did. That makes him a super duper jobber, brother. That's like a whole new level of jobbing. Good for him. And let me know what he thought. Absolutely, my brother Andy. Next time we meet for Dynamite, we're going to talk about it. Thank you once again. I know. Tony says, what the hell just happened? I know, brother. Oh, come on. What the hell? Why do we have Riddle back on the screen? I thought his match was already over now. Why? They hated it. The New Day, they're giving Drew McIntyre false hope right now. Sorry, I laughed. I laughed. McRiddle. That's like a McDonald's burger. McRiddle. Holy crap, that's funny. That's very funny. McRiddle. Holy crap. He's wearing yellow nail polish too. Man, I hate Riddle. I hate Riddle. I hate Riddle so much. But that's right. We're done with Mick Riddle, and here comes the man. Finally bringing some prestige and some class to the WWE. Here she is, Becky Lynch, the man. And she's wearing her lemonade t-shirt, of course, in response to what Triple H said about Becky Lynch and those people who were not booked for at SummerSlam. You know, she brought out this lemonade t-shirt, and this shirt actually is now one of the best-selling shirts on WWEshop.com. It's true. Becky Lynch selling some lemonade. And let's see, Braun Breaker deserves another chance, and he will get chances for sure, brother. And sure does sound like McDonald's sandwich. Yep, and Xavier Kofi did say that they're loving it. Definitely sounds like a McDonald's burger, brother. Somewhere Randy Orton is hating Matt Riddle, calling him McRiddle. I loved it, though. That was super funny. I don't like Riddle at all. I hate him, but McRiddle, it got me. That was hilarious. Yeah, but still, screw Riddle. I hate him. Somewhere, and Tony says, special thanks to Becky Lynch and Jade Cargill for bringing in the lemons. That's right. And special thanks to Triple H for making it a thing. You know, without Triple H's comments, this would not be happening right now with the whole lemons. Braun Breaker versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. That will be a banger of a match, brother. Absolutely. Think about it. Breaker, the powerhouse, versus Gunther. IC title on the line. Banger. Total banger. I would be in for it. Totally. But don't see it happening just yet, guys. I don't see it happening just yet. I don't believe Shad can beat. No, he did not. We already saw that match. Chad Gable won via countout, but he's still not the champion. I believe this kind of opens up the door. You know, True was talking about it. He said, why are they fighting like 2 weeks before Payback? Why is it happening? Why is this match even taking place tonight? Why not at Payback? And I feel like we have an answer to that now. The fact that the match took place, it ended with a countout tonight, means that they have left the door open for a rematch at Payback to settle the score. And now at Payback, we're finally going to get that showdown. Chad Gable versus Gunther. No DQ and no countouts match, I believe. And Gunther's going to win that one. He's going to defeat Chad Gable in that one. Mustafa says, I can beat him. I trust you, Mustafa. In Mustafa, we trust. Yeah, that's right. I like that. I like that confidence. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so commercial break once again. Gable, definitely true. 100%. He's losing at Payback. And Gunther is going to retain and he's going to destroy Gable at Payback. 100%. Yes, that's right, Andy. Thanks for that again. Thanks for sharing that. Gable did defeat Gunther via countout. So which that means is that the titles are still not changing hands. Yeah. By the way, guys, you last time that we met, the last time that we were here, I was trying to open WWEshop.com and it kept giving me an error, right? It wouldn't allow me to access the website. So I thought, okay, this is the moment. They are definitely, certainly upgrading their website, or maybe they are bringing out a new website for the country. Turns out that was not a thing at all. It's still the same old WWEshop.com, still the American website. They did not bring out a new website for India. I'm not sure why. It was shut down for a few hours, but here we are. We're back again here on the website. And speaking of that, we've got a new merchandise for John Cena, and he, not to my surprise, is now wearing the Indian colors, guys. This is literally they brought up this outfit for his appearance in India. I'm not even kidding. Literally, this is for India. If you look at the colors that they've used the blue, they've used the saffron and the white. These are the Indian flag colors, and if you look at the Indian cricket team, they have the same colors. So John Cena, basically, this new outfit is for his Indian debut, Indian cricket team. Let's take a look at it actually right now. Indian cricket team outfit. Yeah. It's so funny. It's interesting though. Certainly interesting to see how much importance that they are giving to India, especially having John Cena come out. It means that they're giving India quite some importance now, which is cool. But here we are, guys. This is what the Indian cricket team jersey outfits look like. This is it. So you see the same colors here. You see the blue, the orange, and then you go over to this one here. It's the same colors. So they are using the same colors here for the Indian cricket team, that is the blue and the orange. Yeah. Gotta love that. Let me know what you guys think about the t-shirt, though. And let's see, cash grab. Absolutely true. Cash grab indeed. I wonder how much are they going to sell the t-shirts for over here, because the last time that they actually had a shop in India, online store, they sold the t-shirts for very cheap. They sold them for, 1 second. I'm going to convert that to American dollars. They sold them for $3 a shirt. Yeah, $3 to $4 a shirt. That's what they were selling the shirts for. But the shirts were not good quality. They were not the same t-shirts that you got in the US. Only a few of them were the same, but other than that, they were not the same. They were not good quality at all. And that's why I never bought them. But they were selling them for very cheap. This time when they come here, I wonder how much are they going to sell the shirts for. I'm intrigued.
I gave you guys the chance to work it out. So now we're going to do it my way.
It would be hilarious if Rhea Ripley is like, okay, you two stay in the back. Me and Dominic, we're going to handle it. We're more of a men than you guys are, and we can take care of business. It would be hilarious if she were to do that. I'd like that a lot, though. I would love that. And here we are now taking a look at Fortnite. Fortnite, you can now play as Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Yeah. I feel like I'm too old for Fortnite, so I'm not even going to go there. But if anybody plays Fortnite here, you can now play as Becky and Bianca. Cena needs to win 70 times, I hope. I hope so too, brother. He deserves it. He deserves it. You're thinking of Meg Griddle, says Gary. I see. I still found it very funny. Meg Griddle, whatever it might be. I really found that funny. Yeah. All right. Taking a look at what happened last Monday. Trish Stratus, Becky Lynch, the match. It's now official that these two are going to be fighting at Payback inside a steel cage in 2 weeks. I agree, Andy. We all have to thank Trish, right? We all have to say thank you, Trish. It's true. I love that, Mustafa. That's right. We all have to thank Trish. You're right about that. Becky's got no cheeks. I mean cheeks on the face. Look at her. She literally has slimmed down so much. She's lost so much weight that even when she's smiling, right, or if she's talking, I barely see any cheeks. I mean, wow. Becky Babel, yeah, she is really passionate here in this promo, right? And here we are now. Thank you, Trish. That's right, everybody. You gotta thank Trish, not only for the years of entertainment, not only for gracing our television screens, but from saving us from this Becky Lynch promo. Thank you, Trish. That's right. USA holes. Oh my gosh, that was funny. All right. That was hilarious. Yeah, true. I see that too, brother. She has lost a lot of weight. Almost looks concerning. I hope she's okay. You know, considering how WWE takes care of the talent these days, pretty sure she's been checked and looked after, so should be okay most likely, but still has lost a lot of weight. She's been out here for like 1 minute, and in this 1 minute she has mentioned home country Canada thrice. That's how much she loves being here. You're right, Andy. She does look very, very thin. Yep, she lost too much weight, indeed. Acknowledge Trish. We all acknowledge Trish, brother Mustafa. We all do right here. You're right, Ricky. Thank you, Trish. Did you guys see, by the way, I shared a post about Trish Stratus, you know, breaking her 17-year streak of not wrestling at live events at house shows. I made a post about it, you know, advertising her future appearances, and Trish Stratus actually not only liked it, but also shared it with her fans, so that was awesome. It shows that we've got the same taste in the type of content we like. So that's awesome. Yep. That's right, David. Thank you, Trish. Indeed. Some more French. Come on, give me a break. Guys, I need translation. What are the fans saying right now?
I don't even understand what they're saying. So.
Exactly. Thank you, Trish. Trish says, I don't understand what they're saying. Thank you, Trish. Thank you once again for that. I loved it. Trish Stratus here. You just say exactly what I was thinking. I don't understand a word that the fans are saying. This segment sucks, it's true. I agree. There hasn't been anything worthy of her time in this segment so far. I can totally agree with that. You're right, Mustafa. She is very beautiful. Yep. I like that. I like that. Again. I like that. Okay, confidence. Confidence.
What are all these frogs doing?
Is that some more French chant? Come on. These Canadians need to stop with the French chants. They really do.
Lynch, you want to talk about survival and legacy? Here I am, 23 years after standing face to face with one of the best in the business. You know what? I find myself once again having to prove myself to you and to all of you. I'm sick and tired of proving myself to everyone. And when you know what? When you step into the ring
Poor Trish.
with me, you're gonna see a side of me that you've never seen before. And if I were you, Lynch, I would be scared. I would be very scared. But you know what? You're not gonna survive this one, bitch.
Wow.
saying something about Zoe before you so rudely interrupted because Trish, in 2 weeks it's gonna be you and me locked in a steel cage, but next week Zoe is gonna be just the opposite. Because it's gonna be you and me in a false count anywhere match. Welcome to the big time.
All right. So next week we're going to see Becky and Zoe in a Falls Count Anywhere. And after that, we're going to be seeing Trish and Becky locked inside a steel cage. So that's that. Thank you, Mr. D. Singh. Thank you. And you're right, Trish. Zoe does look cute. And I really have to give a lot of credit to Trish Stratus, because if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be seeing Zoe on TV. We wouldn't be seeing her with the spotlight that she's now receiving thanks to Trish. So really, once again, thank you, Trish, for pushing the new talent further. It's great. We Finally, we've got my man, our man, Bro Man, right here. Good to see you, Bro Man. Where have you been? It's so good to see you. And like a breath of fresh air, he comes in just when we need him the most. Good to see you, Bro Man. Welcome. And you gotta buy me a lemon t-shirt. I'm gonna buy you a Matt Riddle t-shirt, Bro Man, if you buy me a lemon t-shirt. Good to see you once again. Good to see you. And I hope you're doing well. We're now taking a look back at what happened last week. Apparently, Piper Niven is now the new Women's Tag Team Champions, along with Chelsea Green. And we're going to be seeing some fallout of that tonight. We shall see. Yeah, it does sound like an even trade. Yes, the Viper Piper. I like that, Tony. Oh, they're wearing matching colors, too. Is she the first ever person, lady, ever in the WWE or even wrestling? Actually, no. I was just reminded of Christian Cage, who also has done something similar. But I was about to ask, is she like the first ever person to become champion even without fighting for it ever? I mean, she is a champion. She never fought for the title. She never won the title, but she's a champion. Christian Cage also, in a very similar way, is a champion right now. Hope you've been well. Better than ever now, bro, man. Thank you. Oh, wow. I like, so far, what we've seen between the two, I like it. It sounds good to me, you know? It's like a spoiled brat, yeah, and her sister, who's not like her at all, being teamed up together, and now the spoiled brat, who was earlier able to hang out with her best friend and do all the things that she used to do, now cannot do it anymore because she now has been teamed up with her elder sister, who is not like her at all. So she has to behave herself, that is. So I like this kind of chemistry. Let's see how it unfolds in the ring as they're going to be fighting their first ever match together here tonight after the commercial break. With that being said, we got about 15 minutes left before the show's going to be over. So I guess that leaves us some room for... What else is left, by the way? Oh yeah, the Judgment Day match. That's still left. Andy says Christian declared himself as champion. She just gave... That's right. She gave Chelsea no choice. She did not. She just grabbed the titles and said, I'm the champion. I'm your partner. That's it. Piper's still going with the King Kong bunny. That's right. Still is. Still is. But I'm just glad she's got the name back. Dewdrop was a terrible, terrible, terrible name. I'm so glad that it's gone. It was a terrible... Whoever thought that Dewdrop was a good idea, they need to be fired. Yep. Anyways, let's take a look back at WWEshop.com now that we are on commercial at the moment. I want to see if they have released any more merchandise, you know, for India. Because I'm pretty sure they'll do that. Okay, let's see. You got Edge's replica belt already on sale. That's cool. What else do we have here? LA Knight. T-shirts. I'm pretty sure more merchandise is going to be on the way. Yeah, nothing new. It's all the old same merchandise. Nothing new over here. Man, this is one shirt that I have wanted as a kid. I've always wanted this t-shirt, but I just never could find it. When I wasn't back there in the US, they never had this shirt on sale. And now that I want it, you know, they don't ship here, so that's unfortunate. But that's one t-shirt that I've always wanted since I was a little kid. Hopefully one day. All right, let's see what else do we have here. We got, that was a Vince and Bruce Pritchard idea. No wonder. Terrible idea, terrible idea. What do you got to say about Jay and Fatu picture, AJ? Jacob Fatu, wait. What picture? What picture are we talking about right here, bro, man? Jacob Fatu, did they... What picture? Did he post a picture together or something? Let me know. Oh, I see now. I know that Jacob Fatu would have not posted anything because, you know, he doesn't really use social media. So, I mean, Instagram itself. But I see here... That's cool. This is what Burman's talking about. Jacob Fatu spotted with Jey Uso. So that's that. What I have to say about this is nothing. I'll just say that you gotta wait, guys, until perhaps Royal Rumble time, and then we shall see what happens, right? That's right, they family, that's it, true. You're right about that. So I just say, wait until the Royal Rumble time, and then we shall see. Then we'll talk about what's next for Jacob Fatu. Let's do that, shall we? All right, bro, man, it's a deal? Cool. I even gave you guys a timeline. That's right. Yeah, Royal Rumble time. Yep. And with that being said, still the commercial going on. Let me know what you guys think about Raw tonight so far, though. If you're impressed, if you find it average, below average, let me know. I hope that next week's Raw is better because next week is going to be serving as the go-home show for Payback. So it better be good. Berman says deal. Cool. For the first time ever, I gave you guys a timeline. A Royal Rumble. Mid. Says true. Very, very... Truly, it's been a mid show. 19 likes. I like that, Ricky. I like that. We have let's hit 20, guys. Let's hit 20. Yeah. You're right, Andy. There is no shortage of commercials when we're watching the WWE. Never. Never. A video package for Piper and Evan. I want to know what is Chelsea saying to Piper. I really want to know. But Piper shutting her up, sushing her up. And with that being said, we've got JC Square coming out here. We got Jaden Carter. I'm sorry, Casey Square, Caden Carter, Katana Chance. They are now coming out. What are they carrying?
You know, we've been talking about the record-setting day this past Friday for ticket sales for WrestleMania.
Guys, I'm a little confused. What was it that thing that they were carrying and they just kept it aside very awkwardly? What was that thing supposed to do? I'm a little confused right now. Help me out because I'm clueless. What was it that they were carrying and they just very awkwardly kept it aside? I'm not sure what that was. But let's see. Gunther and Gable was good. Sammy and KO got a very good pop. I agree. Let's see how the last match is going to be with Kevin and Sammy. I mean, Kevin is back. That's been, like, I believe, the highlight of tonight. That was the best part of the show, of course, along with Gable and Gunther. They were great. That was a good match. Let's see, AJ, what are you going to be eating after the stream? I'm going to have my breakfast about, like, an hour after the stream, I guess. So, we'll probably have, I guess, oats. That's what I usually have for breakfast. So, oats with jalapeno. Yeah. I cannot have my oats without jalapeno. Yeah. Let's see. And I want to see Io Sky a double champion. Says, wow. You want to see Io Sky even go after Rhea Ripley, champion versus champion, Survivor Series potentially, yeah? Chris, that's sweet. My thoughts on tonight's show is this, did Creative take the night off? Oh, I see. Gary says, did Creative take the night off? Probably. Probably they did. And here we are now, Chelsea Green with a slap across the chest, across the face. AJ, you want to eat chili again? No. Bro, what kind of a question is that, Ricky? Of course not. Why would you want for me to eat chili? You know the funniest part about, or the saddest part about me having to eat chili that night on Twitch was that when you guys made me eat chili, a Twitch executive happened to be on the stream at that time. Like, he just entered the stream and you guys redeemed, the thing for chili. And I had to go get a chili, and the guy watched it all. He was like one of the heads of the department, the sports department of Twitch, and they just laughed. And we had a conversation a few weeks later, and they even emailed me and said, "AJ, I hope you're okay after eating the chili." That was the funniest part about me having to eat chili live on Twitch. We got some washed up has been. Good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. And they say just another Monday night rawful. That's a very funny term. I'm probably gonna be using a lot more from now. Rawful. Raw is rawful. I like that. That's quite clever. With that being said, is the match already over? It seems like it. Well, that was quite a rawful match, right? Piper Niven takes out everybody, including her partner, I guess. But she's still the champions. Was not fault, AJ. Tell you, Chili, I know. We got Catcraft here. Robix, Catcraft, good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. But Chelsea Green, I believe she has no idea what just happened, but she's just glad that they're walking back and they still have the titles in their hands. Good for Chelsea, good for Piper. And good to see once again, Catcraft. Hope you're doing well. I remember that AJ was the best stream. Come on. Me having to eat chili was not great. You had no idea what all I had to go through after eating a green chili live on camera. It was hard. Nia Jax would destroy Piper Niven, says Gary. Yep, let's see. With that being said, we are now, I believe, going to go to commercial break. Kurt Angle. What is he doing out here? Why are we getting a Kurt Angle commercial break right now? What is this about? I wonder. What this is about. Are we getting like a Legends on him or something? Catcraft. Over here, we're all like a family, so we're all talk, we all have a good time. And yeah, once again, it's good to have you here. Welcome. Angle, 1 week from Saturday. Oh, okay, we're gonna get a show on Angle. That's cool. You know, Kurt Angle did mention on social media, as you were watching a clip of him from Instagram like a week ago, Angle did mention that he was going to be on the road. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be like, you know, some series of autograph signings or, you know, independent bookings, meet and greet, stuff like that. But he mentioned road. It could be the WWE road, you never know. But we're going to be getting a show on Angle on Peacock 1 week from Saturday, so that's cool. We're going to be looking forward to that. Gary, much love to you. And yes, guys, with that being said, we are once again back to a commercial break. We got about 40 minutes left before the show's got to be over. Still to come is the main event. We don't know which members of the Judgment Day are going to be competing here tonight. That decision is now on Rhea Ripley, and I'm really hoping and praying that Rhea Ripley and Dominic actually go after Kevin and Sami in the main event, because that would be truly, truly memorable. You know, an intergender match on Raw, it will be memorable. It will be something. I would like to see that. All right, cool stuff. Now let's see what else do we have going on. I just want to take a look at the dirt sheet and see if there's anything newsworthy going on. Okay, so we've got some news here. I knew there would be something happening. Some news about Nick Aldis, apparently. So it says that was Nick Aldis backstage Raw? Yes, he is. So for those wondering, that's what the dirt sheet says. Nick Aldis is backstage at Raw as he continues his tryout as producer. So he's still not officially signed as a producer, still is under the probation period, and is still doing a tryout in the producer's role. So that's what's happening here. Again, he's injured, so that's why he's unable to compete. I had a conversation with somebody in the industry about Nick Aldis, and I was told that Aldis is working more or less as a producer with WWE, and if things work out, that they should work out. For now, he's a producer, and if things go well, he will eventually be a wrestler for the company once he is cleared to wrestle. Right now, he's just not. So that's that. All right. Let's see, what else do we have here? We've got... Okay. And Grayson Waller has said that he and Carmelo Hayes, they aim to be on the WrestleMania card next year. Not sure how that's going to be happening, but we shall see when it happens. We got Rory here, my brother Rory. Good to see you. Welcome. And he says, do you know when Pillman will make his WWE debut? I mean, I'm pretty sure the guys who watch NXT regularly would know better than I do, but let's take a look very quickly about that. I donated 10 million Robux from Haben earlier somehow. That's cool. Is Roblox... I feel so old right now. Is Roblox like that game with blocks? Block faces? I have no idea. But that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, that's cool. I've never, again, Fortnite, Robux, those are some games that... I think that's the game, right? Robux? That's cool. I was doing an interview with this lady, Taryn Terrell, and she was talking about how her son loves Robux. Yeah. All right, let's see. Brian Pillman. Just got to look it up very quickly. Pillman Jr. NXT. What is the status right now? Well, I see nothing new here about Brian Pillman Jr. and NXT. We shall see, I guess. Let me know if anybody else knows what the status is for Brian Pillman Jr. and NXT. And here we are. That's right. Seth Rollins out here. Andy, Taryn is indeed incredible. I loved my interview with Taryn. I had a great time doing the interview with her. She's very fantastic, very respectful, very cool, really a great lady. Former wife of Drew McIntyre as well, so that's that. That's random. Pillman versus Nia Jax for the 24/7 title? I like that. Okay. Thank you, Rory. Really appreciate that. Always a pleasure having you and everybody on the stream. Thank you. Guys, I asked you guys a question a few minutes ago about Seth Rollins and how do you feel about his title run so far? I would like to ask that question again. Let me know, have you been enjoying Seth Rollins' championship run so far, or have you been finding it stale, boring, and flat? Let me know what you think about his title run so far in the comments.
Worse, and the truth is, I don't really know. I don't know what the end game is. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this at the level I'm currently running at. And you know what? That's part of the gig. And it's part of the gig if Shinsuke Nakamura wants to bring up target my injuries. It's part of the gig if Shinsuke Nakamura wants to take cheap shots. If he wants to play mind games. And hell, it's even part of the gig if Shinsuke Nakamura wants to play.
What's up with these wrestlers these days talking about early retirement? Seth Rollins here talked about he doesn't know how long he's going to be able to go at the condition that he's at right now. So Seth Rollins is 37 years old. Shinsuke Nakamura is 43. So you're fighting a much older man here, Seth, and you're talking about you don't know how much longer you're going to be able to go. Okay. I have been enjoying Seth's title reign way better than snoozing Roman, says Andy. At least he's a fighting champion, yeah? Okay. I get that, Andy. I get that. He's like a cult leader. His gimmick can be better than Roman's bloodline if WWE stops with the kid-friendly TV, says Rory. That's true. The bloodline has gotten stale. Seth's run has been great. Yeah, with the bloodline right now. It's like somebody mentioned earlier, right? I believe Money Badger or somebody mentioned that that bloodline, that EOS guy or Damage Control should be like the bloodline. But the thing is that what is bloodline doing right now? They're like scrambled eggs, or it's like a spilled milk. They're all over the floor, all over the place. Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, you got Solo, Paul, Roman, Championship, all of that craziness. It's a total mess right now. Bloodline is a mess. I'm not sure what they're gonna be able to do to get our interest back into the bloodline. But right now, whenever I think of the bloodline, I think of spilled milk. It's a mess. It is a mess. Seth has been dealing with back injuries. It's true. Yeah. He's talked about it. He's talked about the fact that he will take time. He will need to take time off eventually to recover, to heal off from the injuries. So we shall see. Hot mess. Indeed. Very hot mess. You're right, Andy. It's been going on for quite a bit now. But of course, it's got to go on until at least WrestleMania 40. 4 decades of WrestleMania. Definitely Roman Reigns has got to carry the title into WrestleMania. No doubt about it. No doubt about it at all. Again, I would love to see, and I don't know, it's probably not happening. We're most likely going to be seeing Cody versus Roman. Cody also teased that match not too long ago in an interview, I believe, that took place earlier last week or so. Cody talked about potentially fighting Roman Reigns at Mania. I have to say this again. I want to see The Rock come back and put an end to this whole bloodline stuff because I think he's the perfect guy to do it. The Rock coming back, fighting Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. It's got to be the perfect end to the story. Really. Really. WrestleMania 40, that's what we're talking about. 4 decades of Mania. Having The Rock versus Roman in the card, it's got to be fantastic. It's going to be a super duper missed opportunity if they don't do it. Really. Too much talk tonight, says that's right. Lots of talking indeed tonight. Yeah. I think Gary says, I think Shinsuke Nakamura will be getting his long overdue title run. He should get it, but is he hot enough to get it right now? We shall find out. It's time for the main event, says Tony. Oh my goodness. What that means is that we're going to get a whole load of commercials and a little bit of wrestling. We have 30 minutes left. In the tank here for the main event. And there's no way we're going to get 30 minutes of wrestling. No way. We're going to get entrances, backstage promo, interviews, Rhea Ripley coming out with the shenanigans, commercials, and overall of 12 to 15, 16 minutes of wrestling, I think. But here we are now with Kevin and Sammy. That's right. Sami Zayn coming out. And of course, we're going to go to a commercial break as he comes out. Yeah, this is the first commercial of the number of commercials that we're going to be seeing here tonight during the main event. Absolutely. That's right, Ricky. We're only gonna get like 10 minutes of wrestling. And when it comes to AEW, at least they give us picture-in-picture during the main event, so we do get at least 20 minutes of wrestling. But WWE is a whole different story when it comes to their 30 minutes of main event. Yep, definitely. Alright, so it's commercial time once again, guys, as Sami and Kevin are standing in the ring, and we're gonna wait for Rhea Ripley to come out and tell us who actually is gonna be wrestling on behalf of the Judgment Day. Again, I think there's no better person to wrestle for them, apart from Rhea and Dominic themselves. Dominic and Rhea are the best contenders to wrestle, on behalf of the Judgment Day. They should do it. They should make this an intergender tag team match. Truly, truly. And let's see what else do we have coming up. So we were just talking about about Seth Rollins and his back injuries. Turns out Kevin Nash also has issues in his neck, and he has said recently that he may need neck surgeries. So on the recent episode of his podcast, he said that I'm hunting for a neck surgeon. He says, I talked to the people from BioAccelerator, and she's saying, give it some more time, give it a couple months. And I'm like, my shoulders have gotten way bigger. Like day and night, my shoulders have gotten bigger. It's just my neck. I got the C2 and the C5 that are just not good, says Kevin Nash. Now, this is about the stem cell treatment. The stem cell treatment is so controversial. Costs a lot of money. I don't believe that the insurance in America covers stem cell treatments. It's a risk. It's a calculated risk. It might be worth it, might not be worth it. There's no guarantee that it's gonna work, even though the guys who practice it say it's gonna work. Stem cell treatments are, I guess, right now too early for them. Too early to really be able to tell if they're actually worth it or not. But, God bless. Hopefully nobody needs a treatment like that. God bless everybody. But Tony says, if Raquel Rodriguez does not win the WWE Women's World title, I still hope for Kairi's return in November and taking the belt from Rhea. Kairi's got to do it. Or if not from Rhea, Kairi's got to go after Io. Can you imagine Kairi versus Io Sky? That would be a banger, without a doubt. Okay, let's see what else do we have coming up. Oh dear. Talking about injuries and surgeries and health issues with wrestlers. So Conan, yes, that's right. Conan has also talked about his own health recently. We'll take a look at what he said in just a minute. So here it is, guys. Sharing the screen right now. This is we see it right here. It says that Conan has given an update on his health status and confirmed that he has found a kidney donor. The AAA booker previously noted that he needed a new kidney, and he told Nick Hausman of House of Wrestling podcast that he has found one. He says, I'm feeling great, but dialysis is not something you want to be on forever because of two things. Number one, it's your kidneys that are only at 10% functionality. That's one. And number two, dialysis is like you can be on dialysis forever and live off of it. No, you'll eventually, yeah. And basically, I have to find a donor, and I have one right now. He says that he continued, they just have to do the BMI index. They have to lose 6 pounds, 6 more pounds. Then they can donate their kidney, and we still got to make sure they're compatible. So, I always try to think positively because thinking negatively does not help at all. So Conan says that, he's currently on dialysis because his kidneys are only at 10%. Unfortunately, he says that he has found a donor who needs to lose 6 pounds. He has to do the whole BMI index stuff, lose 6 more pounds of weight to be able to donate. And after that, they will match for compatibility. They will test for compatibility. And if it's a match, he'll get the new kidney. So that's that. Yes, that's right, true. God bless everybody. Hopefully nobody has to go through something like this. And I wish Conan the best of health and best of luck. And hopefully he's going to be, getting that donation, and he'll be fine soon. Let's see. Kairi versus Io Sky would be that's right, Tony. It would be a certified banger. Absolutely. Japan versus Japan for women's title at WrestleMania. Oh, yeah. Actually, it's the total WrestleMania 40 contender. 100%. And here we are now. Rhea Ripley, angry. Wow. She's mad. She's mad. Rhea Ripley is mad, right? And there's no fury like a women's fury. You just saw it right here. So she comes out here, she shoves Finn Balor, she shoves Damian Priest, and she says, you guys figure it out, go fight. And both of them, of course, obeying her commands, getting to the ring, and now getting their butt kicked right now. Oh, brother, True. You're a fighter, my man. You're a fighter. Much love to you, True. I'm glad that you're doing better now. You're a fighter. You're awesome. Let's see. Let's book it, Tony. Okay, Ricky. All right. I like it. Ricky and Tony here on the same page. Ray versus Dominic WrestleMania rematch, says Mustafa. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Ray versus Dominic. That'd be nice. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have coming up? Thanks for the confetti. We got Damian Priest now with another trip to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn with a nice counter. Clothesline to Damian and knocking him straight to the ringside area. Over to the commentator's desk. Sami Zayn going after Damian, getting some nice pop out of the fans. They don't need to pipe in any noise tonight because the fans are organically here cheering on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Sami first after Damian, now after Finn Balor. Uppercut from Damian, and he goes down. Rhea treating them like little boys. She really is, brother. I think that, after being around Dominic Mysterio so much, she has really taken up the role of like a mother or, a teacher, and really is treating everybody, all the men, like little boys. Yeah, she probably is. Mama mad. Yep, brother Rory, absolutely. I'm loving Rhea Ripley like this, though. I'm loving her more than ever before. All that she's done over the years, this is the best of Rhea Ripley. It really is. Very cool. And now here we are back in the ring. Kevin Owens finally tacked in, going after Damian, knocking him off the apron. And now after Finn Balor with a series of punches straight to the head of Finn Balor, get down. Oh yeah, he goes down hard. And Kevin continues with a series of kicks straight to Balor, and he finds his escape. He escapes straight from the ring to the ringside. Kevin Owens running over to Finn, clothesline, and he goes down again. Kevin Owens running over to Damian, clothesline. Kevin Owens is mad. He's upset and he's angry. You don't want to be in the receiving end of his anger. Ray versus Penta. Rory. Hell yeah. Yeah. And now one more time, like a wrecking ball, down on Damian Priest. Rhea Ripley, happy to see. Not so happy to see what's happening here. Swanton bomb from Kevin onto Finn. And that's what happens when you're not on the same page. Yeah. When you're not working together as a team, the enemy is definitely going to be taking advantage. And Finn Balor once again takes on Kevin Owens. Divide and rule is, it's very popular phrase over here. It's something that people bring up from the history chapters all the time. It is said that in India, when the British ruled India, they used the policy of divide and rule. So in India, whenever you see people not getting along or co-workers not getting along, you always hear this example being brought up in conversations, and Britishers did it. They divided and ruled. You don't want to do the same thing here. So you see this, being brought up so many times over here, every single day in conversations. And here we are now, JD McDonough ringside. Come on. Another disqualification? What the hell is happening here? No, we're not closing the show like this, right? This match is gonna restart. We're looking at a 6-man tag, guys. This is gonna be a 6-man tag. We're looking at JD McDonough, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor versus the Judgment Day. It's gonna be a 6-man tag. Wait, Cody Rhodes? What? Gary says, another great match from our creative team, which, by the way, is currently, I don't know, in Hawaii or somewhere, because they're definitely not here tonight, right, Gary? Definitely took a day off or something. But Cody Rhodes here. Okay. Of course. So Cody Rhodes is now the new Adam Pearce. That's what's happening. That's right, Tony. Thanks. Good enough for Cody. Yep. Adam Pearce also here. He agrees with that. He says, all right, you guys, get back in the ring. We are restarting this. Jonathan Coach, I'm sorry, I almost said Jonathan Coachman. Teddy Long would be so proud right now. A 6-man tag play coming up next after the commercial break. Yep. I'm sure there's a dark match after the show. There's got to be one. There has to be one. Yeah, again, I've got to tell you, every single show that I've been to, every single taping that I've been to, I've seen dark matches before the show. I've never been to even one taping that has had dark matches after the show. Never. Not even one. Yeah, I guess that's how Vince modeled the WWE British. I guess so, Rory. I guess so. You know, wrestling goes hand to hand with what's happening around the world, the pop culture, the politics. That's how wrestling's always been. So, yeah, most likely influenced by the real world. Let's see, what else do we have here? It's official 6-man tag. That's right. So another commercial break is what we have to go through again, guys. Another commercial break. Yeah. All right, let's see what else do we have here. Guys, has anybody watched the new Oppenheimer film or the Barbie film? Anything? Let me know. I've been hearing great things about Oppenheimer too. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, this is interesting. So TBS has issued a press release hyping AEW's Dynamite rating. Let's take a look at this. So a press release for rating is definitely interesting. TBS has issued a press release promoting the rating for last week's Fight for the Fallen episode of Dynamite. The network issued the following. It said that was Cable's #1 telecast among the age 25-54 demographic with a 0.96 L3 rating, and among ages 18-49 with a 0.81. It also ranked number 2 in television, and all of television amongst age 18 and 34. It reached a total of 2.3 million viewers. That's awesome. That's really very cool. 2.3 million is big deal. Definitely big. That's awesome. And you know, for TBS to release a press release for ratings, you know, it's a big deal for sure. And they have to be impressed with AEW, especially now with All In right around the corner. AEW has all the momentum going for themselves, 100%. Cody versus Damian Priest for Money in the Bank. It will be nice, but I don't see Cody taking shortcuts into the championship, you know, picture. He's got to be like John Cena. He's not gonna win. He's not gonna use the Money in the Bank. Even if he wins it, you know, he's not going to be using it that way. He's going to fight his way to the championship. That's what's going to happen. All right, let's see. So we also have, speaking of injuries, we also have an update on Jonathan Gresham, guys. So Jonathan Gresham, on his injury status, how it happened. So he has been out of action, as you already know, guys. And it says that he suffered a groin strain. That's crazy. It said that it was his first time having it. He fell outside of the ring, probably through the middle rope. He did not catch himself. And he says that I was basically supposed to catch myself, spin, and land on the floor. It's a basic you learn in the first couple months of training. I just missed it this time. I ended up floating because I did not catch myself. I took a back bump on the floor through the middle rope. That's crazy. And he says that at first, his first reaction was that, okay, that hurt. He says he got back in the ring, finished what he was doing. As he got outside, he kept stretching it, and it kept getting worse. He said he was standing there watching guys work out. As he got up, he could not walk. He ended up standing there for 30 minutes thinking this will go away. But towards the end of it, he says that I tried to walk and I collapsed. He says it's been 3 weeks since he got injured. A week 4, when there's no pain, he can probably start stretching again. So until then, no stretching, no working out, just pure rest for the guy. And he says that doctor told me do not stretch with the groin strain. A groin strain sounds awful, does it not, guys? Groin strain does not sound like a joke. Mr. D saying, once again, good to see it. Could not get into Oppenheimer. The Barbie line was... Oh, I love that. All right, okay. So Rory is funny. He says that I could not get into Oppenheimer because the Barbie line was blocking the door. That is so funny. Yeah. Okay, here we are now, back from the commercial break. Irish whip to Sami Zayn. Sami with the rebounds and the clothesline to Finn Balor. Balor is down. Sammy's got a new t-shirt on, I see. What does the shirt say? Is that a... Oh, it's a KO Sami Zayn shirt. Okay. He's dressed for the occasion. Nice. And now Irish whip from Kevin Owens. hitting Sami Zayn with a nice clothesline, getting him down again. Former friends, former rivals. These two have a long history together. Kevin and Finn Balor. Definitely long history. And here we are now, Kevin Owens staring down at Rhea Ripley. These are two people that I'd like to see cutting promos together, really working together. I would like to see Kevin Owens and Rhea Ripley, talking and cutting promos. And I'd like to see the two interact a lot more. I think there could be a lot of funny stuff that they can do together. And here we are now, Dominic eating some uppercuts here from Kevin Owens now with a kick to the gut and a punch to the head. Kevin Owens down to a knee before Dominic, and Dominic now channeling his inner Latino heat. That's right. Headlock locked in on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens in a little bit of trouble here. Yeah. Oh dear, headlock locked in tight. Kevin Owens still alive, still awake, trying to get up. Grabbing Dominic by the hair. It's crazy how, like a couple weeks ago, we were all speculating, okay, maybe the tag team champions will have to relinquish their titles. Sami Zayn's obviously injured. Kevin Owens is injured. What's the future for the tag team championships? And now a couple weeks later, we've got both the guys wrestling again. They're both back. They're both okay. They're both still the champions, and it's awesome to see that, Similarly, with the women's titles, we thought, okay, now that Sonya Deville is now injured, so apparently they'll also have to relinquish the titles. But no, Chelsea Green's still the champion. Still all that going on, so it's awesome. It's great. Champions remain champions. Imagine Dominic turning good again as Mask. Well, with the mask can really cause a difference, but I don't know if he's going to wear a mask. Now, Dominic Mysterio is not going to block that face, which he thinks is $1 million face, apparently. And here we are now, Damian Priest. Wait a sec! No! Oh, gosh. Did you see that, guys? Did you see that? Rhea Ripley just body slammed Kevin Owens. And that's crazy. Rhea just body slammed Kevin Owens ringside. And also hit him with a DX chop. That's nasty. Rhea Ripley showing off pure dominance right here, guys. Sammy looks like a bodyguard. Yep. Damn it. Wow, that was a moment. That was a crazy body slam. Yeah, she made it look easy, Andy. You're right. That's the crazy part about it. She made it look like nothing. Like she was carrying nothing. No weight at all. Wow, Rhea Ripley, truly a monster. Mommy is tough. You can only imagine all of the stuff that Buddy Murphy or Dominic Mysterio go through behind the closed doors. You have no idea what they go through, brother. You got no idea. And now we got Damian Priest. There's a reason why Damian Priest and Finn Balor listen to her like little boys, right? There's a reason behind it. And with that being said, we are once again on a commercial break. One more time. Yep. Commercial still going on. Oh dear. So, again, a WWE main event is full of commercials, as you got to know, guys. Full of commercials. I guess we're gonna see one more commercial before the night's gonna be over, I think. All right. Guys, I'm actually a little bit surprised here because I just came across the news that surprises me a little bit. This is interesting, but Mariah May, you guys might have heard of this name, right? Mariah May, she has been making a name for herself for the past few years, has been working off in the independent circuit, and now it seems like she might be going to AEW. Fightful says that AEW is considering to sign Stardom superstar Mariah May. She was a part of WWE's UK tryout in 2019 and has been working in Japan with Stardom since December of 2022, so just a few months now. But, I thought that Mariah May, when she's ready, she's going to be a WWE superstar. But apparently Fightful says that AEW is also keeping a close eye on Mariah May. Mariah May's journey is crazy because she started off as a pure fan, and she was one of the first faces of WWEshop.com. She used to model a lot of the merchandise for WWE Shop, and eventually she took her passion for pro wrestling, entered the business as a wrestler, worked hard in the independents, now with Stardom, and now both AEW and WWE want her, so it's interesting. Let's see what happens. Music makes me want to shake my rump. I see you, Rory. I see you. That's sweet. That is sweet. Okay. Okay. We are still on the commercial break, though. And so Mariah May, big news here. Mariah May might be going to AEW. That's the big news. For anybody who does not know who Mariah May is, let me pull up a picture of her real quick. So, this is Mariah May, guys, if you don't know already. Let's see. Quite similar. She gives me some Tiffany Stratton, vibes, to be honest. That's Mariah May. So, really, really, really giving me some Tiffany Stratton vibes. Very strong Tiffany Stratton vibes, so... this is Mariah May, and she might be going to AEW soon, so that's that. And Ron DMG says, always pick NXT over AEW, better training, says Ron DMG, okay. And this main event is trash, says Ricky. Ricky says, did Vince make this main event match? It's bad. It is not a good main event. And a main event can make or break a show, and this one, it's not making it, not for me. Interesting. I think this is the first time ever that I'm seeing spotlights on the fans. Usually we see like the entire audience being lit in red, but tonight we're seeing like spotlights all over the crowd. Red spotlights. I think this is the first time ever that we're seeing it. Great, more blonde, sister. That's right. As if there was a shortage of blondes, right? We got more. Yeah, right, true. You're right about that. I love NXT, says Ricky. I like that, brother. Okay. But the main event, what? There's a reason why I don't get very excited about Kevin, I still value Kevin Owens, but about Sammy, I don't really get excited about Sammy, and that's because of main events like these. No disrespect to Sammy, but I have not seen some incredible, in the past few years or months, Sammy is entertaining, he's great, but when it comes to his matches, they're not always the most exciting, so it's hard for me to get into them, just like this one right here. And let's see, NXT's fun to watch. NXT's way better than Dynamite, says Ricky. Ronnie says NXT Hate Wave tomorrow. You guys make me want to start watching NXT again. Alright, I'll think about it. I'll try to accommodate it into my schedule again. Let's see. And here we are now. Kevin Owens, headlock locked in real tight on Owens as he tries to get back up to his feet. Finn Balor has got him in control. The history that these two share all the way from NXT is crazy. I'd like to see these two once again getting involved in one-on-one feuds over a title. It would be pure, class. Let's see what else do we have here. Knock it off, Ricky, says true. Yeah. All right. Here we are. A super kick here from Kevin Owens to Finn Balor, knocking Cody Rhodes off the apron. That too. Cody Rhodes is down. We got about 6 minutes or so left before the show's gonna be over. And Ricky says, no, it's true. And we've got some washed up has-been here. Good to see you once again. And they say, Vince McMahon new theme song is no longer No Chance, but Hall and out of touch. I get that. I get that. Yeah. Out of touch. Yeah. That has to be it. And here we are now. Sami Zayn in the ring going after Damian Priest with those punches over and over again. Irish to Damian. Damian turning it around, throwing Sami Zayn over to the ropes. Rebounds. Nice. Sami Zayn with a nice counter. Clothesline to Damian. Knocking both Dominic and Finn Balor off the apron. Elbow strike to Damian Priest, slowing him to momentum down again. And now with a dive from the second rope. Elbow strike straight to the head. And Damian Priest is down and seeing stars right now. And you're right, true. Yeah, everybody entitled their own opinion. That's right. NXT was fun times when it was the black and yellow brand, when Adam Cole and Red Dragon was there. Yeah, absolutely. When you said Adam Cole, I was just, for an instant, I was reminded of Adam Rose. You guys remember Adam Rose? Oh, it was crazy times. Adam Rose now reminds me of No Way Jose. Does anybody know where No Way Jose is? He was released from the company, was he not? And now we I don't even know where he is. No Way Jose. Yeah. Sadly. But everybody knew that No Way Jose was not going to go over on the main roster, right? Everybody was certain that, okay, this guy is not going to get over on the main roster. It's cool that we have him here, but he's just not going to be over. Of course, was never over. Rosebuds, that's right. And how many Rosebuds do we remember from that time of Adam Rose? Braun Strowman was a Rosebud. A lot of the women were Rosebuds back in the day. I think Becky Lynch at one point was also a Rosebud. Yeah. Yes, some of the very top stars right now were Rosebuds at one time. And look at the leader of the Rosebuds is nowhere to be seen now. NXT is cool for what it is. Yep. NXT. I was talking to this guy, PJ Black, right? He said that in NXT Season 2, actually, after the first season, that was like the Nexus season. The Season 2 of NXT was supposedly going to be a reality show, much like the Big Brother. And he said that... Wait a second. Oh my goodness, Cody Rhodes has been tagged in right here. There you go. Springboard and a kick to Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, so he said basically NXT was supposed to be, not the second season itself, but the first season itself was supposed to be like a reality show, he told me. He said that was supposed to be like a Big Brother kind of a thing where all these new talent would come in, would stay at a house for a few months, and they would get eliminated by one. But just like a week before the production was about to start, the taping was about to start, the WWE realized that they forgot to rent a place where to shoot the whole the show. So without a place, without a house, how do you even expect to have a show? So they realized the problem that they had before them. They were gonna shoot a reality show like the Big Brother, but they did not have a house for it. So that's why they went ahead and debuted the game show NXT, which was the first ever season of NXT with Wade Barrett and the guys. So that season was supposed to be like the Big Brother. Yeah. It's crazy to think about it. You had an idea. You were going to have a reality show like The Big Brother in a house, but a week before the show, you realize you forgot the house. How do you do that and be $1 million company? How? And a stunner from Kevin Owens to Dominic. And there we are. And it's it. It's over. Just like that, Kevin, Sammy, and Cody are victorious. Rory says, I was a Rosebud. I like that. I would, it's awesome. You're brave to admit something like that. I would not admit that. And NXT TakeOver shows were way better than most of the main roster pay-per-views for several years. Yes, there was a whole hype about it. Everybody looked forward to NXT TakeOvers, but now... different scene. Wasn't Braun Strowman? Yeah, he was a Rosebud that stood out from the crowd. Big Rosebud. Best episode ever, 5 out of 5 stars. Tony is impressed. I like that, Tony. I have to say, your energy and your positive outlook is super contagious, Tony. I like that a lot. And my rating would have been like 3 or something, but just based on your sweet rating of 5 out of 5 and you calling it the best episode ever, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. Yeah, sweet. Your energy is contagious, Tony. That's awesome, and thank you for that, bro, man. Much love to you. Always a pleasure having you here. Tonight's show was terrible. 4 out of 10, says Gary. I like that as well. Spirit Squad is greater than the Rosebuds. Yep, that's right. Forever will be. Thanks, brother. I'll see you either next to Heatwave or Dynamite. D says, thank you for that, Tony. I'll see you, Dynamite, my brother. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Once again, thank you for joining me. And the Judgment Day, they don't look happy at all as they are making their way to the back. Cody Rhodes celebrating here with the fans. Kevin's back. Sammy's here. Good for them. That's right. True with the lol. Ricky with the 5 out of 10. Chris with a 10 out of 10. Watch along through the roof. Thank you, my brother Andy. Thank you.
Better luck next time, eh, bud?
More French. Come on. cut that. I'm gonna take another point off my rating tonight just for the French. Lots of French being used tonight. True is so right. Raw, 2 hours Raw would be great. Really, I'll be so happy if Raw, starts once again becomes a 2-hour show. I'd be very happy. But of course, they're never going to do that. They would make it a 4-hour show if they can, because more hours means more commercial money, and that's what's best for business. So it's never going to go back to 2 hours, at least not on Nick Khan's watch. Again, guys, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, everybody, for the 10 out of 10s. I really appreciate that. True, thank you, my brother. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Rory, Gary, everyone. Thank you so much. Ron DMG, my man, bro, man, all of you guys. Thank you for the love, Mustafa, Mr. Singh, Scar. Good to see everybody. Andy, thank you one more time. And we have all the new people who joined us tonight. Thank you so much for the love. Some washed up has been, and everybody else. Catcraft also was new tonight, and everybody else was new to the party. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you guys on Wednesday night for AEW Dynamite. And all of you guys who are going to be watching NXT tomorrow, have a fun time watching Heatwave. Thank you. Have a good night. Sleep well. Thank you, True. You're awesome, my brother. Have a good night, guys. Take care. And let's see. We got, what else do we have here? We got Nick Khan want to make Raw 5 hours. Exactly. Nick Khan has said that in the past, that if he could, he would make it a 5-hour long show because of the commercial money. It's all about the money at the end of the day, after all. Thank you, Andy. And Broman says, I like how your score went from 3 to 3.5 to 2.5. Yeah, I had to take 1 point off for the French. Lots of French being used tonight. Not my thing. Not my thing. Thank you, everybody, once again. Have a good night. Sleep well. I'll see you Wednesday. Much love to you. Take care and have a good night.